Ten's continuing his tour of show matches.
The stage might look a little different for a good reason. We're here for something a little different. Me and Potter will be bringing you a nice little show match.
Ten's and Kaide's little two-person huddle.
It's going to be a best of 5. And we've got a little bit of a treat, right? We've got the first ever skirmish show match. Couple of big influences out there.
You missed me yesterday having crash outs. Why would I have had crash outs? I did see that the match was pretty intense.
Yeah. Tenz and Kaide gracing us with their presence, but really, I'm just excited to watch this aim map. I mean, it's been a while since I.
Yeah, I mean, this should be fun because it's just aim duels.
These are my old stomping grounds.
So let's get to a little bit of an understanding of how this works out. So
it's just BO1s. Okay. Easy. You know what? This is a good show match. I can already tell this is going to be a good show match.
3 total matches, all kind of best of 1 brackets, right? So
this is good. Honestly, this is good.
Classic, and on the other side, Pacific CN, and then it goes through to that almost final, right? So first to 10 wins the match. Easy. Quick prediction. Who you backing? Just eye test alone. Who you backing?
Eye test alone. You know what?
I know.
Hello, everybody.
I'm going for Team
Hello,
China.
new.
Team
Team China. Ooh, the aim maps.
Known for having that raw mechanic.
Yeah, going for China. All right.
Straight to the point than an aim map.
That's true. That is true. We can kind of get into the nitty-gritty of this as well.
Spicy U's here. Spicy U and Kuchiri 972.
Got a little bit of a shout in this. Like, obviously, a lot of people can look at Tenz, Kaide, but like Roxy on the screen right there. I mean, part of Guild, part of G2, part of KC. She's been insane in the scene. Like, mechanically pretty sharp. But to start off against Tenz and Kaide, man, that's...
I am curious because Tenz and Kaide, I mean, not just the name value, but like both of them are good. Both of them are good. Everyone else is good too, but I don't know. There's just something about it. It's hard. It's hard not to. It's hard not to predict them.
I guess, right? In skirmish, have you played much yet? Because, like I said, you've had a little history in these sort of environments, right?
Yeah. I mean, definitely stomping grounds. I actually haven't been able to actually play it yet, but we were just scrimming right before I got here to Korea with my squad on those in those trials, and every day my players were just constantly challenging each other.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool. The players are just having fun with aim maps. No, honestly, that's good. That's good.
Actually, it's really nice for the energy.
Are they allowed to use abilities in this one? Because you can customize that, right? Well, I guess we're just jumping right in. We'll find out.
I can't deal with this. I can't deal with it. Like, I've got too much pride on my side.
No, see, but I like that competitiveness. I like it when they're...
Hey, Sushan with the 3 months of membership. Thank you. Welcome back. Even though I haven't put out a membership video in a couple months, that's my apologies. We'll get back to him. We'll get back to him. Don't you worry. But thank you. I also cheering on MIBR. You love to see it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, no abilities. No abilities. All right. Oh. Oh, shoot.
Wait, has Gamebox been putting in work?
Oh.
My bad. You know what? My bad, bro. Yeah, I thought Roxy was going to be the
Oh.
They don't even have a chance.
Oh, my. Oh my. Oh my.
I hate that you also highlighted that this is a
oh my gosh.
There's so much history there that goes deep.
Ooh,
I already know.
The off.
Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking.
And they needed that, right? They needed Tenz to launch.
Oh man. Tenz had enough. Tenz said I had enough. Yo, I like the jerseys. They got the little name tags. That's sick.
Yeah, that's it.
We're locked in now.
Well, it's crazy you have those excuses so ready. It's almost like you've had to do
it the NA way.
Oh, Rox.
What in the hell?
Wow.
Okay, just before this, by the way, heads up.
Potter.
Christine thinks she could absolutely diff me 1v1, which is a joke. It's actually a joke. I just
yo.
thought I was going to wheel it to the retirement home, but Kaide.
Potter versus Pansy. Honestly, Potter versus Pansy.
It's getting a little stressy.
Oh no.
I mean, Kaide's cooking. It's fine.
Potter versus Pansy would be hype.
It's all smiles. It's all happiness. We're fine.
Yeah, they should have caster duos go against like each other, like Sideshow and Bren.
I'll actually pay attention. Here we go.
Playing against each other.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Roxy's going walkabouts, man. Like, Roxy's got the techers on this. Roxy knows what's up. Like, the little free.
Oh, NT.
Roxy's, she's got a little, giving it as well on the stage. I mean, that's a dangerous game.
You think Pansy would get cooked? I don't know if Pansy would get cooked. I actually think Pansy would put up a fight. Like obviously Potter.
2 to 5 NA. Come on now, we gotta put some rounds
I don't
on
think
the
I
board.
think it's crazy to vote against Potter, but I don't think it's that crazy to vote for Pansy.
I meant as a coach, you're like, no, move over.
Tens, get out of the way.
There we go.
Oh,
Let's go, Kaide.
Collat.
Needed some of that, right? Needed a
Like
little
Collat.
momentum there.
Honestly, this is
Top of the board too,
this is fun. Especially for those who are in the arena, I think, because it's just hype. You know, it's just like
feels a little
it
rough.
just gets you a little rowdy instead of you know, a show match that seems fun until it isn't after like the 6th round.
I like to see it.
Of course, they have to go to cheesy methods here.
Oh yeah, the next
Kaide's
Miss
doing
Bloom
it
was
right, you know
teased.
what
I guess
mean?
this
Like,
is
she's
it.
showing off this new skin. She's trying to do her best here. She's
On
towing the company line.
honestly,
No, Tens.
honestly, right?
so good.
Props, you know. I mean, if there's a new agent or map, feature that, sure. But if
Roxy's
not,
actually
feature the
good,
new
but, like,
skin
she's
line,
only
have
been
him play a
away
little
from being, like, a
skirmish.
top-end pro for, like, a very
The-
small
but
amount of time. You
I
can't
do
even be
hope,
that mad about it,
I
but,
do hope
I mean, let's
that
see. Okay,
they,
Tens is looking in a bit.
like, they should include the trash talk audio,
Roxy, do it.
like at the end of
I
each
like
round.
the movement, but-
Just let them know
oh,
not to cross the line or something, or just put the, I don't know, have it
It was a
slightly
long
delayed.
sleeve issue.
Like something more fun, something like how the Americas did their show match for the Americas
There it
finals.
is. You
You know,
highlighted
some
the
like
desk.
live on,
Getting used to it
you
now.
know,
Look at the
on
difference.
stage
I mean,
announcer.
trade. I know it's hitbox again.
I think that
He
would
started
make
off
it
with a
so
bang.
much
I mean,
better.
He's carrying that on.
Yeah, there's only 3 rounds left. NA's got to lock in. This is first to 10.
Yep. It's getting a little scary. Gets a little scary at this point.
What's your take on the entire drama with the one emoji? I mean, I talked about it. I talked about it 2 days ago when I was here. I think you should always give the benefit of the doubt that it's an honest mistake. I think people will say, how could it be an honest mistake? And it's like, we literally live in a giant planet that, despite the internet, everyone has different cultures and different time spent in different areas. Even I, despite I have known that that was used negatively, I didn't really think about it when I first saw it, right? So it's like, I think you should always give the benefit of the doubt, especially if they did apologize, which they did. I think it's fine to, you know, feel bad about it initially, especially like if you're the players. And then I think MIBR, like, using it as kind of part of the taunt and trash talk is fine. I think, if anything, that's kind of fun. I think fans taking it further afterwards and, like, just being like, no, it's a lie is crazy. And then we also had a discussion on chat with some people where it's like, whatever Carlos was saying shouldn't have any, you know, bearing on Amy, right? The 2 separate individuals. So that you definitely shouldn't have been drawing in as like the same argument. But I mean, I'm not saying that, like, get over the emoji. Like, different cultures have different things. I mean, I do think too many things will get distorted if we just start saying like, well, that's been used this way, so we can't use it like for every culture. But at the very least, you could be like, okay, honest mistake, it sucks, but you know, she learns from it, she apologizes, you move on. Are Pansy and Potter going to cast Sis in the whole BO5? I'm gonna assume not. Usually what Riot events do is they have, like, even if it's a short show match, they'll have someone else cast the show match. Damn, 10-9. Started off, and I agree with whoever was saying it is a little fast, but that's why I think, like, including the trash talk would be nice, because even though it moves quickly, like, it just gives you a little bit more to, like, follow along, you know? Like, a little bit more fun.
Hopefully, for the next one, Tens and Kaide coming to it hot, but
I think that's it, man. It's cutthroat out here.
May I have some context, please? I don't want to, like, go through the whole thing just because also it, like, it's always the risk of rehashing things when I think it should just be concluded. But basically, Amy tweeted out something without any ill intent. She included the, like, monkey/gorilla, or I guess not the gorilla, but the monkey emoji. When talking about, like, their next match against MIBR, was just using it as just like a chill emoji, but it has been used as a derogatory emoji towards Brazilians in the past. She was not aware. She apologized. You know, the MIBR players were at first upset, and then they just kind of took it on as, you know, part of the trash talk on stage, but the fans were like, I mean, again, they went over the line too much. Amy couldn't, Amy basically was near having, a breakdown from all that, so didn't show for the press conference, etc., etc. But yeah, I mean, I think chat. I mean, it's the thing is it's the other. Okay, the fact that chat. Can I just say you literally have the perfect way to have all 4 of them on stage. You could even have them like cheering for each other already set up because you have 10 stations and there's 8 people. We could have had this be I don't know. I mean, I assume this is partly for the ad space. 3 minutes in between each of a 10 first to 10 skirmish show match is a bit much though, IMO. For the people at the venue, it's not a big deal, but yeah, anyway, about that stuff, I just think at the end of the day, like, I mean, basically, even if you spend time online, you shouldn't assume that everyone always knows everything. So, basically. Yeah, I mean, but for clarity, even Lisa, MIBR Lisa afterwards was like, yo, like, I know I jumped into the trash talk as well, but, like, all that stuff stays in the game. Like, you shouldn't be taking it out of the game. So. Did you complete the Baldur's Gate 3 run? No, that will continue. So, it won't continue next week. It'll continue after SVL, because I'll be casting SVL. A boomer explaining e-fights over emoji talk in Twitter. Honestly, what a time to be alive. Didn't mean to draw bait. Yeah, no, it's fine. I know you weren't baiting. I just don't like rehashing things if it's already been a couple days. I don't know if it's been talked about already, but Munchkin to T1 is it surprising? It's not. It's surprising in the sense that I am curious how it'll work. I don't think it's that surprising, just considering T1 and Munchkin, right? But I did talk about it a little bit. Hello, Anders. And then someone else was talking about Jovi finally being officially announced for RRQ. I've talked about it when it was reported. I think that's super hype. I have a lot of respect for Jovi. I give a lot of props to Jovi. Again, he is definitely in the list of coaches where I have felt that I've felt his impact on the team, like every roster he's been a part of. So including the Talon one last year alongside Frost. So I am very, very, very curious. And I think he could do some good work. Like, I think he could actually, like, him and RRQ, I think, gel really well, the RRQ roster. And then Warbirds will still be there as well, so it should be interesting. I didn't watch the full video, though. It looked like another cool RRQ production. They do some good things with their announcement videos. It's surprising that Munchkin's replacing DH. I guess that part was a little surprising, but also it's like, who are you really... Who else is an option to place there? I mean, I think DH going down to the Academy team is fine. That was a nice little grunt.
Predictions for today's match, then?
Will you be trying the new PoE2 League in December? Yes. Oh, 100%. 100%. We'll be streaming that a little bit alongside Baldur's Gate for sure.
Oh, that he got. All right. Thank you. Thank you for joining me.
Hello, Mons. Hello, Tron. Who's going to take Talon's spot? Chobra Esports. We're taking Talon's spot. Jovi's apparently playing in place of Crazy Guy in their match in China.
Jumping into match 2.
Stack's going to Smokes now. I mean, that seems to be the implication, right? Since he was spamming it during off-season as well. But they have options, right? I mean, Munchkin will also probably play Viper every time, so it's a question of do they play double controller or not, depending on the map. Isu could go back to Smokes if it doesn't work out. So they have options, but I think outside of double controller, their roles get a little iffy. I've been saying that, so we'll see. Time to knit. Looking forward to the match series. Heck yeah! What are you knitting? Yeah, PoE2 updates never being missed. That's right. I'm getting deep into Ion 2 as well. Basically, a lot of us didn't get to make our characters at the get-go of the main server, so a lot of like the Korea PoE crew that I hang out with and then sometimes do content with on their side. So a couple of them were convinced a couple other YouTubers to basically join the new server because they made a new server to help kind of reset things for some of the players. So we joined that, and it's been really good because it's a clean, fresh start, and they've got a lot of viewers. So they were like, "Hey, if you're not, if you don't mind, like, would you mind just like, you know, making a flow over guilds?" So we're gonna do like PvP stuff as well. So we might stream a little bit of that. I'm deep in that as well. We'll be getting back into Baldur's Gate 3. Obviously, off season's coming to a wrap, which means right back into the grind for Valorant. And yet, PoE 2 will not be missed.
I mean, it doesn't feel as sweaty yet as that first game we had. It feels a little bit more.
So I don't know anything about the VCTCN, the China influencers here that we've got. Anybody got any lore?
Slippery about this, yeah, kind of rattying about the place, playing very quiet. KMD was out for 5.
Oh, Chobra, I somehow got 3 pizzas full size and I don't know what to do now. What? What do you mean you don't know what to do? You eat it all in one sitting. Actually, that's probably really not good for your digestive system, but...
Oh, that was a flick. Yeah, that was kind of snappy. Now, if you had to... Right, let's say names are off in a server. Okay.
It's a cat hat. You're knitting a cat hat. That's sick.
Would know it was you
That's adorable.
up against other than their own teammates. You reckon you'd be
This, oh yeah, so for those who don't know, Kuchiri972, that is, he's the owner slash founder of Ninetales. Yeah, he is the owner slash founder of Ninetales. He used to, or he still is. He's a YouTube creator, Valorant creator in Korea, Valorant content creator. I believe he started with Valorant, or at least like his main big start was with Valorant. One of the OGs. And then he also played in Challengers with Team I Am, with Duanmo and Bunny and Afina. So,
it's still there, that fear.
and then he built Ninetales.
Is on the mind. And ooh, Spicy's gonna get 2. All right.
Okay, to stabilize here, Lauren.
Yeah,
What's going on?
Pacific's kind of found their footing. They found a little form. They get into the rhythm of this. And it is a bit of that as well, right? It's kind of like finding which angles you like to work with.
Ninetales members and having 3 digits in there.
Okay,
that's actually true. You think that was part of the interview question, the audition? He was like, "What's your ID?" Samsami 332 is like, "Samsami." He's like, "You're in."
$1 trillion on the line.
Yeah, Spicy was the content creator for PaperX for a long time. Just recently parted ways.
Who is it?
Oh my.
Current coach. Current coach.
On the line.
Yep. Who you picking? Who's the victim?
What would be your number ID?
Good question.
I've been working on
My number ID would be... My number ID would be 55. That was always the number I chose whenever I had like a jersey number or anything like that.
Anyone around, you gotta find someone who's like, oh, he's theoretically really good at the game, don't worry, he's got great knowledge.
Yeah.
One of those.
You know what?
Are you calling that out?
Chat, so this must be... We've decided that this must be the new skin. That's what one of the casters were saying too. Yo, 7-3.
I appreciate that.
No, you know what? I'm gonna take it back. I have some lore with.
I think EMEA is gonna just stomp whichever duo makes it out, though, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. Roxy and Hitbox were freaking shooting.
I love that.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh. We got to stand up and away.
You guys like the skin? I mean, this one's a pretty nice, it's a nice skin line, I guess.
Some serious work, just tapping. Oh no, getting full free reign, KMD, please.
Oh, no way.
The prediction might be wrong.
Oh, no way.
It's not looking good, is it? It is not looking good.
It might be over. And maybe I'm calling it too soon. Maybe I haven't seen the potential yet, but I'm worried. And my worries might be right.
776. What's the lore behind 776?
That was 2 questions worth.
Yeah, that was a little too easy.
Lucky 7.
Look at 972. Not even.
Oh my gosh! Actually, Tron, you should have asked that question. Look at chat.
972. He had the schmoves in the server.
Yeah,
972 did have the movement, honestly.
That's the difference. All right, Christine's already clocked it. We're gonna find out who can walk away in that #1 spot.
13. I always put that on my jerseys. Ooh, and you know what, Anders? I like it. I like 13. 114. Unlucky 13 because we make our own luck. Exactly. You love to see it. The GOAT Anders with a GOAT take. Hot take, is it for the Brazilian crowds any major crowds Wait, Brazilian crowns any major esports title knockout hosted in Brazil for years, be it CSFL. What? Okay, I'm gonna be really honest. I'm not quite. Your grammar is a little bit back and forth, just enough that I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say. Are you saying that it feels like Brazil hasn't had any major esports title for years? Didn't we just have a major there like not long ago? And also, haven't we been to Sao Paulo like twice? It's fine. I know English is a second language for many of you, so it's fine. I'm just normally I can try to figure it out, but a lot of times sometimes I can't. So that's my B. It's not a round robin. It's just a bracket, which is why I was saying, couldn't we have had all 8 players? You could have like 2 in each corner, right? And then like the ones that aren't playing can cheer the other ones on. And we can just keep going. Instead of like a 3-minute ad space, we could have had quick little live interviews on stage with the influencers. Get a little interaction with the people who do the influencing. The fact that it's 3 minutes tells me that it's because they want to. But the thing is you can't even. The fact that it's 3 minutes, it must be the number of times they have to show these the rotations of their ads, because the video ads they play, and then you can't run 3-minute ads every like 15 minutes. So instead of running ads here, what if the round start barrier showed ads? Ban this guy, mods. Await. Why is the show match happening? Honestly, I don't know. I had no idea there was a show match today. If there is no show match tomorrow, though, I'm kind of okay with it, because I like that they're moving away from show matches on Grand Finals Day, because I think it takes away from the build-up. Like it's a decent feeling for like a festival feeling, but unless it's like done like way before, and then there's like if you do it before the pre-death segment. Like, let's say the match is at 5, and if you do the show match at 4, and then you do a 30-minute death segment to bring you back, sure, that's fine. But I'm okay with it not being on Grand Finals Day. They should do what they do and put in League and put ads in the map. Stop it. Who's joining Pacific? Will they have the same core of talent? Well, I'm joining Pacific with Chobra Esports. I cannot leak whether I will keep the same core of talent or not. I'm gonna make it worse, like that CEO guy said, who said we need to pay to use bullets in a video game. Don't bring that back. Don't bring that back. It's one of my top 50 Valorant co-streamers, William. Thank you. Damn. Making the big top 50. And maybe now my Asian parents will finally be proud of me. I can say I'm top 50 in the world. We already have ads in the game billboards. Luckily, it's not as obnoxious as League. Do we actually now? Only for their own events, though, right? Not for sponsors. Do we have sponsors on the billboards now? I thought it was just for the events. I'll give you top 49. Oh, I'll take it. One by one. You just got to climb the rungs one by one. Yeah, just events, right? Chobra, do you eat Nongshim noodles or secretly eat other brands off stream? I actually do mostly eat Nongshim noodles. It's not a secret. I've eaten other brands off stream. Mr. Doug restarted Expedition 33. Wait, why? Oh.
Has there been some collusion?
What? What do you mean, remember? Oh, a little knife? Knife fight? Okay. Honestly, I'm down with it. Good City doing it for the fans. Oh, okay, we've split. Oh shoot, EMA is too good. No, Spicy, you gotta do the double left click and right click. Chat, the secret is you double left click, right click. Because then you can just run at him and it'll be faster. If you see that they're trying for the right click, you just run at him. Double left click, right click. That's the trick. What the? Observers. I mean, to be honest, 972 was the one popping off in the previous match.
That ended so quick.
Okay, but Hitbox
So the observers went to Spicy You. She just dies. Oh, Spicy You.
Is that a Marshall?
Never change.
On 972's back. Oh my god. Wow.
He forgot the story, so he didn't continue and restart it. Oh no, Doug's fallen into the trap.
He's got a different plan.
I mean,
Wait, what? Oh, I thought this was an outlaw. Oh.
972 is filthy with it.
Oh my gosh.
I did not expect to see a Marshall being busted
Damn.
out on this.
That is bold.
What?
Is this
That's
secret
bold.
source? Is this
On
a
the
technique?
skirmish maps, maybe this is the tech.
Maybe. Okay, we're figuring it out.
That is
Hitbox
bold.
Is again taking this
And also, chat,
This
the
guy
whole
is
thing about
taking
Doug
that
restarting,
personally and
that's
come
one of the
out right
dangers
back
of a
into
long
the
RPG.
Kinda getting the best out of both sides now.
It's the biggest reason I've never finished Persona 5, and I still still haven't finished Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or Final Fantasy 7.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it
Rebirth.
looks good. And
I mean,
even
Rebirth though, I
the
obviously I know the
Roxy
base
too.
story, so
Ooh, Roxy though.
I could go back to it. But Rebirth is more the controls.
Gotta love the
But
crop up.
they're so long, and you forget where you were in the story, and it's like, oh boy, here we go again.
I think I've been absolutely like Counter-Strike build recently.
972 is a content creator slash also the owner and founder of Ninetales, the Korean Gamechangers team.
Switching it up.
He also did play in Challengers with like a kind of a streamer team, but they made it through qualifiers.
Whether it's a Marshall, whether it's a operator or a Vandal.
He still creates content though. He still creates content.
Okay, but also that misprint, it sounds super nice as well. Like for me, the skin, if it sounds good when I'm shooting, it
To
makes a
be
big difference.
honest, sound
I
is the
agree
biggest
100%.
difference
It gets
when
you
it
into
comes
that
to
rhythm.
skins
Yeah,
and different
yeah, yeah.
weapons.
It helps you with the flow
Sound is what it's about.
Oh, can we get 972 back in the team right now? Like,
Ooh.
I mean, we're seeing some shots.
And he's getting real loose with
All
it.
right.
He's jumping up
EMEA
on
leading
top.
5-4.
Definitely played this map multiple times.
Pull out a little bit and splitting the difference.
Are the boxes are always the same, right? They're not randomized. That'd be crazy.
972 here.
That's kind of crazy, isn't it? You have to fight together. Spicy You though, this is sketchy now. Hitbox has been doing some work.
Oh, up top.
Pre-aim. And good to see the audience supporting. The influencers coming out today. 6-4, we go back in. And up
What's your
front,
definitive
Opera
best
as well.
Vandal skin?
They're giving the whole thing a try here.
Chat.
Hitbox so
Say it with me. You all know what it is. There's only one correct answer
Coming
here.
out from EU, I mean, just
Ooh.
very quickly. Oh, the shake
Oh.
is out.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
an agreed
Oh.
knife fight, but the HP 's
Wait, but
already on.
Roxy's in full health. Oh. Wait. That is absolute cinema.
Okay,
That is
972
actual
actually
absolute
him.
cinema.
He just, he
Holy
can't-
crap. That might be the best highlight we've had. That's actually insane.
This comeback
The
is on
movement
right
is
now.
insane.
What I'm seeing.
Kutsuri, get back on a team, man. What the
We'll
heck?
check it in America soon. Don't worry, I promise. It'll take a minute.
972 used to he founded Ninetales, or 972 founded Ninetales. Did coach them himself a little bit in the beginning, but brought in coaches.
Actually nuts.
Yeah,
He used to play.
neck and
He's been an
neck
OG
right now.
content
I gotta
creator.
say, running straight forward to get to this high ground and jumping on the box.
Yes,
Like,
that
he's
is
like
everyone's
strategy.
favorite grandpa.
Look at the angles
That's
that
everyone's favorite
972 's
grandpa,
trying to
Spicy.
pick from. They know those lines so well, getting that timing just right. 8-6.
Yeah, and I mean, I think when it comes to the Ninetales players chat, I mean, I think it's just simply that they wanted to see if there's other options. He was like, "Cool, go for it," because you know they don't have a backing sponsor. It's not like they are competing in anything during this offseason anymore.
Yeah, that actually kind of looked good.
We'll see.
right?
They might come back. Who knows?
I feel like he definitely won a couple rounds.
Yeah, it's like maybe they could get on a spot in JP. Maybe they could get on a spot in somewhere else in SEA. Who knows?
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, we got
8-8.
a game on our hands.
All right.
8-8. We're getting a little closer now. It's getting down to the wire.
Spicy You just got a double kill. She's doing my strategy, Lauren. She's down
Yep.
the middle.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
been listening to Coach
The
Pop.
cover
Good
with the
shot.
op.
Good play.
Okay.
Tech
We gotta
timeout,
close the
not needed.
distance.
The coach timeout
972. Where are we going? Drawing them out.
Having a
Oh,
chat. Yeah,
nice
look,
shot.
There it is. That's what you get from a champion.
Yeah, this is the last show match. We'll be going into the lower finals, I'm sure. There's probably like a 15-minute break with the desk segment before because they didn't have a desk, but
I mean, we may not get a couple rounds. It's 9-8 now.
it is also, it is kind of an artificial way of inflating the match time, because now they will do a 30-minute desk segment. No way. No way. 9-9 match point with the Marshall.
Coach Potter actually pay off again.
Oh!
It absolutely does. Pacific side looking so clean with it. 10-9.
That's crazy. I can't believe it. I can't believe he actually pulled off the Marshall. That's so sick, man. That's so sick, actually. What a show match. What a show match. That's so sick.
I mean, what a great
Oh, man.
these influences coming out,
And also, Aaron,
so hopefully we get to hear from them all, because
will I be returning to cast for Pacific? Not as of yet. Maybe. I'd love to keep up conversations with them, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet, so.
Oh, come on. I would never do that. And in just a moment's time, I do believe Bella will be down on stage for the Verizon.
Yeah, we're gonna chit-chat with them.
But again, you can see it was a fantastic display from every single region coming out and putting on a great
Is Kaide tall, or the rest of them not tall? Kaide looks really tall on that camera shot.
On top is Pacific. Let's get a quick picture. 안녕하세요. Hello everyone.
Both.
Hello, everyone.
That makes sense.
안녕하세요.
Kaide's pretty tall? Ah.
잘하시네요.
I guess I just never,
Hi, Spicy. Hello, would you join me?
just
on
never
my
occurred to
left?
me.
Yeah.
Or actually, where were you looking at? I right there.
Okay.
네, 972와 스파이시유 만나보겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다.
아, 감사합니다.
Congratulations. Well. Let's see.
Gotcha,
Let's
gotcha.
First, I want to ask you, you got to play the show match today at GCC 2025 in skirmish mode. How was that for you?
972 is pretty tall.
I thought I was gonna be cooked, but it was fun.
오늘 난투 모드로 GCC에서 쇼 매치로 이렇게 한번 경기를 해봤는데
Are you Youngshimcha or just Cho? Just Cho for now.
재밌었고, 솔직히 조금 자신 없었는데 그래도 오늘 이겨서 기분이
Kaide looking in great spirits, which is nice. Yeah, always good to see.
너무 재밌는 경기였습니다.
참 빠르죠?
예, 엄청 빠르더라고요.
You know, Kuchiri enjoyed it too. It was very fast.
Another EMEA second place is crazy. This is GC. I don't know if this one's merch that's being sold. I think it is. These badges are obviously custom made for them.
From the
But
sidelines, like, who do you think is going to win then? 이번에 이제 나인테일즈와 함께 GCC 여정을 계속해서 팔로우업을 해주셨는데
네.
이제는 조금 한 발짝 뒤에서
hey, that's Maddox, by the way.
누가 우승할 것
Sometimes
같은지
hangs out in our
고민돼요.
chat. He also does some translations for different things and teams here and there.
SR이 저번 계속 우승을 많이 했었어가지고 아마 이번에도 좀 우승을 하지 않을까 싶습니다.
Damn, really? Still has faith.
That, you know, SRG is gonna go for their third trophy again. So, well, that would be a
Thinks they'll still do
a
it.
lot of people
Thinks
might
they'll still do
disagree,
it.
by the way.
Chat, you think
What about
so?
you, Spicy? Spicy, what do you think? Who do you think is gonna win this tournament then?
I think SR.
Whew.
Oh, okay. They agree.
Really?
Well, I guess that is your prediction for
Really?
then too.
I mean, if you actually though, if you have any faith in like them, you know, that they didn't get lucky the past 2 years, the fact that they lost is probably, if anything, it should actually bolster your faith in them, I think, because they'll learn from it. If SR gets past MIBR here, I think they probably win. Yeah, but I guess it comes down to if MIBR has the momentum today. But I feel like on paper they should still beat MIBR. I think Liquid is a different story, but there's a rumor that Unoton's gonna go to SLT. Oh yeah, let's just add more aimers with movement onto the team that won with aiming and movement. That would be wild. Unoton on SLT would be wild. Because for one, I mean, they're all really good, so finding who to replace is crazy. But two, also, it could be anybody and wouldn't change how they play anyway. But I doubt that that'll happen. There's no way. Dude.
Valorant Gamechangers.
I mean, I don't know if it's I don't know if Yudotan is big enough for it to be worth it for SLT to mess up what they had. At the same time, I don't know. I mean, obviously it could just be a money diff, but there's no way G's letting him go. Also, Chobra, at the end of your last stream, after your last stream, you said you're confident KC will beat Crew. Yeah. I mean, I see no problem here. Everything is going as it should. Liquid finally getting a trophy. We'll see. Do you think Frost ever thought about bringing Cruz to GE? I mean, probably, but also probably not. I mean, probably not for a long time, given how it sounds like things went down. Like, kind of Talon, you know, they weren't really sure what was going to happen for the longest time and things like that. It's not like Frost had all of offseason to deliberate whether he wanted to try to poach and take some people with him or not.
This stream contains fast flashing images.
What do you think Genji's roster will be?
Susceptible to photosensitive epilepsy.
Yeah, Oreo. So I thought Lakia was announced too. Apparently we were all just dreaming. I swear to you, he was part of the trip to Japan that they went together on, though. And Perry was with them there too. And Perry hadn't been announced yet. He was just announced to be re-signed with Genji. So I gotta imagine, like, if you're going on a team trip to Japan and Lakia is with you, like, surely he's gonna be on the team. Lakia's been there on their streams too. Yeah, yeah, we apparently made up that it was official. I went back and double checked this because I was talking about it and people were like, well, he's not confirmed. And I was like, what do you mean he's not confirmed? And then I went back and there was no official announcement. It was crazy. It was crazy. But, like, all things point to Lakia being part of the team.
First and last name for me. That's crazy.
Yeah, you deserve it. Thank you. Yeah, only you.
Mika Fabs.
Thank you so much.
Isn't T1 also stacked now?
We have a fun day for everybody today.
Yes, but not. I don't think they're necessarily stacked in an objective way. I mean, I have two questions. Basically, if we move away from a double duelist, double controller meta, how do their roles work out? And two, as Snacks and Munchkin have some similarities in their calling style, but I also think the way they, I think like the beginning and end of their calling style is pretty different. Well, actually, maybe it's the end that's similar, but like the build-up process of it is very different. So I wonder if that'll be a smooth mix for them, but who knows? Who knows? They also haven't specified, unless there's been some other content I missed, on like whether Munchkin or Snacks is going to be the dedicated primary caller.
Maybe we can do the same.
Stakes are insane, as you were saying. Shopify hasn't lost in.
Did you know that Talent Dodo was possible at some point over in Frost? I think I had heard that before.
Momentum. We are potentially looking at a full Brazil final, and I think that there's always that kind of thing of like, MIBR hasn't even taken a map ever.
Spike Talkie said he'll not be bringing any. Well, sure, but the question was someone was asking if I think he would have thought about it before, which is like, I'm sure it's crossed his mind just because, we've worked well with him and he's a very good IGL, but
who are here in Lol Park right now. We can feel the energy from all of these fans too, so I bet they've got their votes in. So please let us know who you're rooting for, because I feel like for the crowd, it's probably 50-50 with how intense these matches have been, how intense the crowd has been also here.
DH over Stacks would have been way better, no?
Yeah, I feel like at the beginning we didn't know, like, oh, how many MIBR fans are going to be here. But then you see a full group of people just...
Yeah, listen, I'm always kind of down on Stacks for the past, like, 2 years. So, on paper, I agree with what you're saying, but the caveat is that we don't know how much they were actually playing around DH to make him comfortable, which I am confident they were, but how much, right? Because as incredible as DH is as an aimer, the comms and like how much you have to build around him, your strategy to make him comfortable, things like that. Team culture diff, like Anders is saying, like those are things we just can't know.
No, good enough.
We need to find something for Shopify Rebellion though, because
T1 Stacks is definitely a lot better than DRX Stacks though. T1 Stacks is moderately better than DRX Stacks.
A milestone,
but both of them are worse than Vision Striker Stacks.
Quite favorable. I mean, they have to be kicking themselves for this.
Yeah,
T1 Norman said that DH will be back. I'm assuming in VCT, not T1.
You don't even know what losing feels like anymore.
He's literally got sent back down to T1 Academy. What are you guys talking about? They're just keeping him on the Academy team. I mean, he could still be bought out, sure, but it's not like he was gone.
They've been very dominant in GC for
I mean, I think you put him back on Academy. Now he's had some now he's had some experience. He can grow more in challengers, and then he comes back even stronger. You know, T1 can bring him up back again, or they can get an even bigger buyout. Who knows? The poster was hilarious. I cannot believe T1 made that poster, by the way.
They play a lot of
I mean, like, I get it. You don't want to say thank you because that makes it sound like he's leaving. You also don't want to say relegated because that sounds even worse. But like, send down it's a choice, especially with that font. That was a choice, man. That was a choice. I mean, they might as well have just said downgraded. I mean, I don't know. How would you feel about DFM Foxy 9?
Yeah, we're seeing tweeted out earlier, right? And she said that Liquid came extremely.
Would he be an upgrade if he joined DFM?
As you mentioned, Dan, yesterday she was saying also
mildly. I would say he would be a mild upgrade. Because it's not like Jinbum was playing like a huge heavy lurk impact space creating type of Sentinel. And so Foxy can just do his thing, anchored down, get a couple double kills. And then he'll probably, I would say his fragging is better than Jinbung's, so I guess so. But the other question that chat has, I think is the bigger question, do we think Foxy's going to be playing in Tier 1 this year? I would be slightly surprised if he isn't. Slightly. There's only so many slots though.
As a team, you guys can bounce right
Tossing him back to the depths of hell. Threw it on the ground, DH. Back to Academy.
We definitely want to take the MIBR match like as its own thing. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves and start thinking about a potential grand final rematch.
Cess is staying on DFM, yes.
But for us,
that's official, right?
We've competed for years at this point, so for us, it was just
I'm not making that up.
Get back into the VOD review room and just watch back our mistakes.
Yeah, a lot of people today for the BO5.
Good to hear that, and good luck.
Thank you.
That's why she's one of the GOATs. You know, that mentality is just going to be such it's going to ground the team for this match.
Yes, and thanks. Thank you. So much value out of Twitch chat.
It's insane. It really caught my attention.
No, Cess, honestly, I mean, his aim improved a lot. I thought he was a smart player even when he first joined. But his aim improved a lot in 2025. He's a very smart player. Like, he's a very different player. He makes plays that a lot of other players wouldn't. And I like that. I like that about Cess.
Let's not get ahead. Let's not talk grand final. Let's talk about how we're going to win each one of the maps.
Yeah, live in the present.
Cess was announced. Gotcha.
Yesterday, we saw a lot of great performances wherein the players of SRG.
Also, I think this is partly the Sliggy waiting room. Wait, you telling me? Chat, are you telling me that the guy who tried to throw all the other watch partiers under the bus by saying he's the only true watch partier because he watches every single part of the broadcast didn't watch the show match? You're telling me you didn't watch the show match? With the fresh new hot game mode called Skirmish and an upcoming sick Mist Bloom skin line? And Kuchiri doing an absolute crazy knife clutch? That's insane. Oh, that's insane, chat. Send down Sliggy. Down back into the depths of observing. Send him back down. Back to the observing booth you go.
The initial plans and the individuals were definitely there. That's that final missing piece to close out the round.
Will MIBR be a team who eliminate both top two favorites of the tournament to make place in the grand finals? Wait. Okay, I wouldn't count G2. I don't know. I think Nowheres would have counted Liquid and SRG as the top two favorites, I think. But yeah, I don't think many people would have guessed neither would be in the grand final, so that's fair. That's fair. And the previous stream, Sliggy did say he wanted to get an extra. Oh, yeah. I'm sure. So that extra hour of sleep, that gets an excuse. Rules for thee and not for me. All right, I see where this is going. I'm seeing a pattern with our British watch partiers. Seeing a pattern here.
Gonna have it easy today. They have to take down a very, very strong MIBR who eliminated True Blaze yesterday.
I didn't have a chance to go back and watch the full matches yesterday, by the way, chat. But I did see that it was crazy.
Yeah, and I think what impressed me the most was the demeanor on stage.
But I feel like, I mean, today has to be mostly just, is MIBR gonna
it's just like they had no doubt in their minds that they
be on a roll, right? I mean, it's mostly like a they kind of need everything still, right? I think. I don't think Shopify looked. It's not like Shopify looked suddenly terrible.
It's dangerous when a team gets in that mental state.
It's also
I feel like MIBR still needs everything plus momentum to be on their side.
MIBR started the tournament with a pearl that was disastrous against
Yo, it's so great to see Daiki popping off yesterday, though. I'm happy. I'm happy for her.
For us seeing them play that,
because I think, was it last year where she was kind of not playing as well? I mean, I guess the team overall didn't, but it was kind of sad to see because I thought she was both a great player and a good IGL. So
It all really started after
this is a
that
BO5,
team
yes,
comeback
yes.
that they had just that series before. They talked about it. Where
Bastarda is playing really well though with MIBR. It's sick. Honestly, both Brazilian squads are good. They're fun to watch. They're fun to watch.
And after that, you see them winning not only that matchup to keep them alive, but also look much more confident against Crew. They just believed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you should be counting Shopify out for sure. Like Mel said, like, sure, they haven't lost at a Gamechangers Championship since they became Shopify Rebellion Gold, and yes, you know, they've been on a win streak this year, but it's not like they've never lost. It's not like they don't have the experience. They have so much experience. So, and the coaching staff as well. So, like, you have to believe they are a team and roster that will learn from their loss. I guess the bigger question is, though, is just like, if MIBR is on fire, though, they are definitely one of those rosters that just steamrolls you. I didn't have an all-Brazil final because they're bad. Whoa. Whoa. You can't just go around calling teams bad, Ander. So you re-popped off in the match against G2. Yeah. No, that she did. The Brazilian IGLs are popping off, actually.
Only going to be able to fully dodge one map. So we shall see how that works out, and if this is something that MIBR also themselves want to lean in.
Send down Anders back out of esports.
And that was a map that Shopify took them out on in the beginning of the tournament, but they're so much better now.
Being sarcastic, I already told you my pick 'em was MIBR TL final. Wait, did you say it was both? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you were the one who said it was both. A knower. Once again, a knower.
Really feeling the momentum that they have, that strong.
Do you see the Valtour video about Autumn, the coach, talking about Sylvan Digimon? Oh, actually, no, I haven't caught up to that. I heard that he talked about it. I actually wanted to see it to see what his takes were there.
Hello. So, another rematch against Shopify, but this time they're coming up.
A Korean fan supporting for MIBR.
Whereas
Look at that.
you guys been gaining incredible momentum, that unstoppable traction.
Look at that. Oh, that Omen's so tall.
This momentum
That's crazy.
You guys?
Not too far, just for tomorrow.
Not too far. Just through the grand finals, you know, and then it will stop. And then we'll run out of momentum.
Thank you.
So you're really just living in that present moment, just really taking.
For better and for worse, GC's a firepower check first and foremost. Oh, for sure, for sure.
It's just for now.
I would agree. I would also. I mean, I would argue that's somewhat somewhat still true for challengers as well. I would still argue that that's still the first check.
Like shaky in your brain, and you just get cooked. So I think it's a good mindset to have as a player.
Although I guess in challengers, I think it's just close enough that there are teams where you could come up with good, like your own little play and playbook and comp.
And it is about Melissa. We spoke with her earlier.
I guess you could do that.
This run and this rematch against Shopify and this Omen player moment.
Sinceramente, não tivemos nenhuma surpresa contra a Cru. Elas são um time que a gente sempre treinou contra no Brasil, então a gente já estava bem acostumado com o estilo de jogo delas. Acredito que entramos no servidor com muita mais confiança.
Oh, Melissa was playing really good 2 days ago as well. I don't know about yesterday, but against G2.
Era time novo. Então, acho que
There's still some tier 1 games where there are fire parishes from top teams to lower regional teams. Sure. But when we say it's like, that's like the first check, it's like, because in tier 1, sometimes it's the positioning, it's the default you had, it's the util you use that creates a worse fight for you. Whereas, like, when you say it's like firepower check first, it's literally just like oh, they can literally do whatever they want and they'll still just win the duel, right? Like, the implication is a little different. I mean, yes, there are gaps even in tier 1, but
Agora eu sinto que a gente tá bem mais preparado, bem mais confiante e prontos para dar uma final brasileira aí. Se a gente
What is that? What was that plushie?
E propondo o que a gente tem para fazer dentro
Hey, it's the shimmy guy. He's got some moves. Smooth.
Melissa says they are gonna
Wow.
the fans here think that Shopify
The
Rebellion
popularity
is
too much. 76%. Really? I think 70-30. I think 70-30 is fair. I actually think 65-35 is like just perfect.
But to me, MIBR is a squad that, you know, you beat them once but not twice. And also that is the mentality that Bastarda has for this one of, you know, has been facing Shopify a few times, but this is the third one, and the third one is the one that she's wanting to win.
Hello, welcome.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is that it's
Twitter doesn't know ball is law. Unbelievable, honestly.
I agree with that. I think that if MIBR starts
Valorant 101.
go in that direction, but
Just
I honestly have full trust.
Twitter fails Valorant 101.
I think we had reality checks across the board. I mean, even Mel was talking about it, but if there's a team that was able to actually apply some things, it's MIBR. They had many matches after that Shopify loss to kind of dial in, lock it in, and Shopify, this is that match to see if their
Chat, whoa, chat. If you haven't watched it, I haven't watched it either. If you haven't actually watched it, first of all, I don't know how good Valtour's translations are because I'm pretty sure they just leave on auto translation. And second of all, if you haven't watched it, don't comment on it, right? Let's not get into a discussion of hearsay that's already translated. That is a slippery slope. So that's a slippery slope. I wouldn't do that. You can ask, you know, like, what did it say or what did they say, but I wouldn't comment on that if you haven't watched it yourself. Maybe we can watch through it at some point. Probably not today, though. Just as a heads up, I am a little drained because we had a family photo shoot today. And it was fun. It was fun. But also with our baby nephew here, it's like everything revolves around the baby, right? Like whether we can be laughing or we have to quickly scramble, so it was pretty draining. So
Brazil versus Brazil grand final. With the Gamechangers, history is always in.
All right, here we go.
History that we would not see Shopify Rebellion.
BO5 lower final, do or die time. I mean, it's a cool story either way, right? Can Brazil rise back up to make an all-Brazil final? Does Shopify learn immediately from one mistake, rise back up for another three-peat chance?
So much since we saw them in stage 3 to now. Stage 3, LCQ as well. They were talking about we're focusing on winning the GCC Grand
Very
Final.
curious.
The more matches that they played, the more they decided to focus a little bit more on what they had just ahead of themselves, and that today is going to be the champions of last year's Shopify.
Should be a good match though either way, yeah? Should be fun. Should be hype.
On stage right now. You saw both teams really feeling it. I feel like that's so dangerous on both sides, you know? It's this kind of energy that you need when you step into such an important matchup like this.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, we got a packed house today too. All right, what have we got? Bind, Banned, Haven, Banned. Shopify taking us back to Pearl. Honestly, you know what?
We're not going into Bind and we're not going into Haven, but we
I'm
are
loving it.
seeing
I'm loving it. Bind for Sunset would have been nice, though. Bind for Sunset. Just out of pure personal preference.
Yeah, absolutely. I think MIBR has a lot to prove in this map. We do not see surprises in the video.
Who was the 2NA player in SRB? You mean the one who they announced him, right? Or was that just reported? Either way, Exa. Exa is that player who used to be on T1 Academy. Very good. Exa's very good. I mean, everyone that was on that T1 Academy roster was very good. Although I would say, like, I mean, Moothy's such a weird situation because, like, I feel like we've seen his ceiling, but he does still do well. So maybe it's just like a team and coaching diff. I don't know. Athena, I was shocked. I was like, I was surprised that they were able to make him unlock another level. It's been so long since he actually grinded.
Running circles around the map, and now Sayuri, I feel like we'll have a better understanding of how they want to approach it early on. How Bastarda needs to be strongholding B side.
All right.
Yeah, we're going into our agents.
The waylay dominance continues.
For this matchup, we're seeing Melissa on the Tejo once again. We saw how powerful that was.
The Tejo.
Yeah, and I think we saw the way that she was using it, especially on the execute, to segment the players on the defense, to force on those duels, especially on the right side of the map. So that is something that definitely Shopify Rebellion needs to prevent. We also know we've been highlighting Noya.
This was their first matchup, yeah?
So of course she will shine.
Ooh, Bastarda, she was really feeling it in her entry. And
This is 13-1, yeah?
Definitely working the crowd, you know, on site and online.
Second match? Oh, it was MIBR's second match. It was Shopify's first match, right?
She likes that pressure. She likes that is a lower bracket. She has to win against
The amount of KO being played by teams is so cursed.
On the previous year, she's also going through a role change as well.
Really? I'm kind of big on KO in this patch. Maybe I'm... Oh no, maybe I am cursed. Oh, it's all coming together.
Well, in this rematch of last year's finals, it will be MIBR seeking
why is
a little bit of revenge. Team Liquid were able to get that
It looked
job
like
done
Mimi.
yesterday and await in the finals.
That looked like those cartoon images of like a grandma, just like, you know, just like wondering like what she should bake for you, like just waiting for your answer of like, what would you like, honey? Oh man.
At an international event with this roster. But
KO has literally never in the history of the game been over 50% win rate. That's a significant sample. Okay, well, you and your statistics. I still liked Breach at certain times, even though his win rate is miserable these days.
Trying to show that they did not go anywhere and that they can prepare for that rematch.
You and your statistics. Maybe, Anders, maybe just every team that plays KO is bad. Maybe KO isn't the problem. You know? Maybe they're just ruining his reputation. All right, here we go.
There's a 13-1 win here on Pearl for Shopify Rebellion. It's MIBR.
So EG was bad, Energy was bad? I mean, they were for parts of the year. So I am not entirely wrong.
Shopify are in good position to react to this one quickly, but keep your eyes on SRN. Already quick into the site, Shopify.
Ooh, got everything out before the nullify. You don't want to peek out of this, MIBR. You don't want to peek out of this. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I said you don't want to peek out of this. I don't know why they don't just leave my stream on and, you know, listen to what I say. Oh. An ace? Okay. Sorry. Sorry, Sarah.
But she has single-handedly torn down MIBR.
Got the dink on Bastarda as well. And look who's waiting.
And yes, it's a BO5.
Truly monstrous from Sarah to start.
You just got Sarah fragged. Look at that sign. Perfect.
Insane work out of the Sova. 4 kills on that pistol. And the reposition here, too, to jump up was sick.
Yeah, what a great timing to choose. Look at those 2 perfect shots. Gets up just.
Oof, that was clean.
Impeccable crosshair placement.
Even gets the dink at the end,
yeah,
too.
if she had one more shot, would have gotten that kill as well.
Outlaw, double guardian, judge, inspector. What
Probably just because Sarah is so dominant on that agent.
What a disgusting set of buys for the defense, Santaiko.
Now Dodo up in main. Nice shot on the Outlaw.
Oh, doesn't overdo it. You love to see it. Love to see some self-restraint on your duelists.
There's going to be a lot of rounds where players like Sarah or Noya on the other side are under a lot of pressure. The way MIBR love to play Pearl is very often just 4-1 with the.
Is that an SLT jersey? Actually, it could look like no. This is one of the merch that was at Champ Seoul last year.
So when it's a team that goes through so many hard hits, it really puts pressure on those anchor players to step up and get there too, to buy time for the Flood retake to come in. And Chobra were so good at it last time they played this map.
Now with the judge, Noya again for a couple of kills. No issues
Womp,
so far.
womp, womp. Good fragment. Good fragment. Follow up for the reload. Make sure they don't zerg the judge.
Yeah, Dodo's just still holding down the line, so good luck here.
Ooh, nice jump. Not much to do
This
after.
round is officially cooked.
Oof.
And now it is officially over. So Shopify Rebellion up 2, and if you remember the last time these teams faced off, it got off to a similar story.
That it did, and Shopify ran away with that first half. They went up 11-1.
Holy, that's a sick KO drawing.
To see their defense at all because of how dominant
You want to see
game
that?
was.
The sign on the right?
But looking at this eco round,
That was so good.
great to see Dodo getting some of those kills. With MIBR playing that contacty style they do, I think opping into them is really good. Even in the loss, Dodds on crew.
All right, here we go. Buy round.
Using that weapon.
Yep.
For MIBR, and you've still got 2 guardians with a couple pistol buy-ups.
Have 2 guardians.
And the full armor as
To
well.
make sure heavy armor is achieved. Now that pullback star to break the angle. And SRN jumps up, and SRN shut down. And if you remember the last time these teams faced off on this map, SRN had her worst performance in a map ever. Already.
Oh, I love that. The flash for the peak, but also the step back into the site. It's well done. Well done by Dodo and Alexis.
In their game plans, in how they enter into the sites, she cannot be shut out the way she was last time.
Another pump flash, another peak. Okay, you saw 2. 2 out of 4. Pretty confident with the initiators being here. But you got to imagine, because you only saw 2. Look at the other 2 players. They don't move because it's like, okay, it's not the full forces on B. Got big question marks here.
They didn't really have a forward in bed, so with 40 seconds left on the clock,
Recleared.
pivot. They'll have to go either.
They will have to, yeah.
Quickly pull rotates back into B.
Yep, just the
And that's
smoke.
exactly what's
It's a
going to happen.
pinch.
2 players here from Shopify.
Lisa kind of has to go big on the trade, honestly. But the thing is she can't trade for Alexis. She can only keep Donut tied up. Well, doesn't matter. Bastardo just peeks out, gets the kill. Ready for it. Yep, heads up play.
With the judge, Noya tries to play spoiler, but even with 10 seconds left on the clock,
Well,
Spike will still go down.
flip the script on its head, honestly.
Mel very late to this one, only a Guardian for her in the 1-on-4.
This is a huge round to win for MIBR too. When you consider that Shopify's attack was so strong last time, you need every round you can get on your own attack side.
And you look at the players coming online, sure. SRN got shut down, doubled up with the Outlaw to start this round, but it's Bastardo who's stepping up instead.
Can Mel get 1? Oh, I thought she was going to get 2.
Bastardo, of course, who got dropped by Liquid in the mid-season after being with that roster, finding so much success with them for years, and had to come over to this team and share that duelist duty.
Okay, I mean, it ended up being a lot cleaner. Given the start, I was a little worried for MIBR here on the buy round, but
in her career,
still get away with 3. It's not terrible. You got the plant. Lose the armor a little bit, though.
The only reason MIBR have a chance to be playing here today.
300 points on MIBR. What's chat thinking? Chat is just like Twitter. Over 70% for SRG. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Took so much risk, but it paid off, and now MIBR are here.
MIBR? No, you are not beer, Enders. Enders? Ender?
contact the other way.
Enders, the mix of Ender and Anders.
Again, it's the 2 Shopify anchors, Mel and Sarah, in the hot seat.
But these players are really tough to dislodge. Last time on the pistol, MIBR tried to fight past the anchor smoke. You see center sight. This time, what's the idea going to be? Because again,
Good alarm bot after clearing that secures the pinch. Oh, this is a quick plant as well.
The spike will be planted. Shotfire Bellion now with a good ping out of Alexis.
Oh.
And some return fire out from Lisa.
Nice find from Lisa.
Taking their time, Donut still very far away.
But MIBR held on to Art. That's the difference this round. Makes this.
You have
so
you don't have any flashes. Oh, you just used it.
SRN gets some damage down. And look at Donut actually trying to take a late flank attempt through Art. There is an alarm bot waiting for her.
I mean, they'll have to push together though. They have to push together. They have to push. Oh, 2 for 2. But you're already down on numbers. Nice. Nice round from MIBR, honestly.
Shopify will always play their A anchors in that kind of setup. Throwing the right side anchor smoke, heavy holding into secret. Even with Teo, it's so hard to dislodge them. You saw that Missiles tried to push those players away.
Oh, that
but
spam.
The only way you really can deal with them, if you're not just getting a spam kill like Lisa did, is to have a second angle to hold.
Chat, why do you think no player uses the Wasteland Vandal skin?
So I think that's great for MIBR to be
baffles my mind.
Early, and when they go for future A splits, I always want to see some kind of presence in Art.
Do they just not appreciate good art? Is that the problem here?
Owning them in secret. This round though, Shopify on pistols, 4 players in Art.
3 already stacked up on the stairs here. Because they need their eyes to shoot is crazy.
Waiting for this one, immediately flashed up.
Oh, really good timing on the flash though. Oh, okay. All right. If Sarah had gotten one more there, if Sarah had gotten Melissa, it was anybody's game. But surely now MIBR locked this up.
2 on 3. The only difference really would be a good sheriff shot. But there's very few opportunities. The smoke keeps Bastarda safe, and Mel just has to walk into it.
Yeah, where are these angles going to be from Shopify? Alexis trying to play with something. And the smoke fades.
Oh,
another one instantly to take
little spot?
Pull back, actually. Nice idea from Mel.
Well,
but ultimately,
not enough good weaponry.
Another 3K for Bastarda. She already has her ult online. And MIBR deal with the anti-eco.
The issue is that they do understand art and they don't want to get distracted by perfection. Understandable, honestly. Argue it against Chaos? Prelude to Chaos is high-key one of the most overrated skins. It's pretty garbo, and I say that as someone who owns the first set.
Talked about the importance of bringing the op into an attack side of MIBR. Dodonut has that now. What does this mean for how MIBR want to play these rounds?
Yeah, at MIBR, they have to, once they realize this op is a factor, be so much more cautious about where they're contacting. Luckily, they have flashes, they have a Teo drone, they have a lot of tools to push her off the line.
Okay, so they're scared of the long-range op here.
But Dodo,
push it off. Get
angles for
me big control.
MIBR are either going to call back into in a late
I don't mind this.
Or
I don't mind the start for MIBR. It's immediately after the pistol. They've had some good adjustments here.
Mid angles in the series versus Liquid yesterday. Now holding for the cross through mid, but sleeping at the wheel.
It's you think it's either a fake to A or eventually it's a full hit on B, but
potentially.
It's the pinch. Lisa's ready. Oh! Ooh, wasn't quite expecting that. That was such a fast flank. I mean, that was... SRG weren't entirely sure of the pinch, but MIBR also just didn't know how far up Dodonut was. They just never fully cleared that.
This is a nasty spot.
Dodonut, ultimate ready to go. Lights up down long.
Okay, make sure that backup can't get in. I like that ult, but it's just not enough.
Holding down the fort. A good flash, a good counter on the YouTube, but Alexis charging on forward. Sayuri's still a problem over on the side.
Oof.
2 on 2.
Oh wait. Oh wait. The hops? Didn't hear it.
3 now for Alexis, but there's still utility, still an ultimate. And not
no time. No time.
But again, there is not enough time.
Oof.
4 kills for Alexis means nothing in the face of MIBR.
MIBR are so good at the way that they play their post plants. I think one of this team's best facets is how coordinated they are in those kind of post-plant fights. And what it all goes
back to... At times as a comfort color, he'll lean a little bit too much on one highly flexible, deeply protocol default. Oh, that honestly makes a lot of sense. It explains a lot of Fanatics rounds.
she can flash her team back on the line.
Sugetsu was the one who popularized Prelude to Chaos after Copenhagen.
Work together and
I mean, listen, I respect Sugetsu a lot as a player. Doesn't mean I have to respect his aesthetic choices.
For MIBR to overwhelm a site, whether it's SRN diving in or the double drone or double info initiators, it's beautiful.
All right, Shopify with the timeout. Honestly, decent timing. Gonna pick up on the patterns here. Right? So biggest things are they're denying any possibility of the op, and then they take B main control, and they're holding onto mid control so that they can pivot if they want, and therefore the default that Shopify has basically loses a lot of power because they didn't exactly push fast out of A main, nor did they hold on to aggressive positions on mid.
It sets a very good sign for MIBR's chances, not just here in a best of 5 against Shopify, but in a potential one yesterday that MIBR are
the red glitch pop, the Durka red glitch pop. Honestly, glitch pop Vandal is pretty good, IMO.
They're playing well, but SRN is always stealing a spotlight. Here up 4-2, it's the rest of the team and Bastarda that are leading.
So MIBR wants to change it up. It's an eco, or an anti-eco rather. It's an eco for Shopify.
Shopify have a lot of players.
Exactly, Anders. I like it. I like that it's chunky.
Oh, well, that knife sees 3 players, so good luck.
That's unfortunate.
Shopify were going for the passive stack on a last round. Wanted to
so MIBR, yeah, they're kind of wary about this now because you saw 3 here and you know it's an eco.
And there's a few more players behind that as well. It's actually Melissa to steal the thunder.
Wait, do you know it's an eco? Yeah.
All the way back in top mid, coming out from window.
Yeah, you do.
She doesn't care at all. Dodo on the angle. Nice couple shots from her, but again,
it's a trade either way. Ooh, whoa! Noya's back at it again.
Gets 2 kills.
This is lower bracket final, yes.
No guns are retrieved. Bastarda's going to drop down a nano to secure the spike and get the cross.
But she has to cross. She has to leave these weapons. Unless Sayuri can basically single-handedly hold on to them.
I mean, Sayuri's going to try.
In the last round.
Okay, in the smoke. Oh! Ooh, nice reset. Nice reset. Nice reset. Last did make the Sakura collection famous. And I used to not be a big fan, but honestly, he got me to change my mind.
Another moment where an anti-eco almost slips away from MIBR, but someone right at the end.
I want to see
kills they need.
Noya shots.
Yeah, where were these from? Okay.
Okay. Hard to blame MIBR because they simply got 2-tapped.
Yeah. That'll happen sometimes. Here's that Dodo up again. It didn't get a lot of action last round. She was playing in mid. Again, that's where she set up.
Op is ready.
MIBR posturing for A main.
Yeah, the idea from Shopify, show this fight in A main, push players back into the
I thought it was going to be a full smoke, but I guess then you would have to push out of it, and time wasn't on your side.
The question is how aggressive Dodo is willing to be. Stepping forward here, there is a turret.
The Japanese scene lost such a huge ambassador with him. Hasn't been replaced yet. Hasn't been replaced yet.
If they want to hold A.
Sarah steps on forward. That's a nice kill. And
but I think it'll come back up in like the next year or 2. Big flash.
Remains to be true. Remains to be the case.
Big flash. Alexis round.
Nice way to start it off.
Good high-low as well.
3 rounds now for Shopify.
I'm lauding MIBR's reactions in the previous round. This round, it's Shopify who does that exact same task. They had to navigate against a very quick split coming in from MIBR, but making that decision to fight into main is exactly the right call. And I love that they don't greed for it. They get their one pick.
Chat,
and then are
who's still on the DFM boat for 2026?
MIBR is thinking, okay, there's 2 in main.
Man, I can't believe DFM Munchkin didn't happen.
You're back, you have a
would have been so sick. The stories would have written themselves. So sad. I would have rooted for DFM. Even though I didn't, I've never really rooted for Munchkin. Like, as you know, obviously I was rooting for Genji on their run, but at Shanghai. But I've like never been like a active Munchkin supporter, and although I wasn't an active DFM supporter, if they combined together for the stories, I would have gone all out for them.
That Shopify are leaning 3 players over to B, but they're allowed to do it because Sarah's all the way up in A main.
Don't worry, DFM is signing me. Oh, you've got me worried. All right, just chilling. MIBR with the sheriffs.
They have these forward postings when they can play around a little bit and save that initiator utility for later.
Ooh, that's a nice try. That's a nice try. Oh.
Dodo's getting all the kills, but Mel and Alexis had already started.
That was a nice try though. With the flash and the peak.
For the players in main.
You think GE's going to bring a trophy to APAC? I think that's tough. An international, though? I mean, it just feels bad because I feel like every year, every roster G has had looked like they have potential to make an international.
She's in the right spot again.
There are 2 players close here, ready to swarm. At the very least, a trade seems possible. And now a jump on over the side. SRN, nice little entry pathing, but unfortunately the rest of it.
Consider your options a little too slow, but doesn't matter. Your teammates are goated.
The hinder that perfectly hits both those players.
There you go.
Yeah, she's got both of them. I'm really
The greatest IGL, Mel.
This read.
I say Mel's up there. Mel's up there.
She's done it every time she's had the operator thus far, and I think that's because MIBR very rarely start.
That's rough timing, yeah.
They're very often contacting back into that space with a lurk, so she thinks creating that threat will force them to use a lot more utility to re-clear that space. But I think now that that's conditioned,
You have a hot take for DFM IGL? Estrella. That is... That's like both a hot and lukewarm take at the same time. That's a disgusting take.
Little do Shopify know that MIBR have ideas on the B side of the map instead.
No, it can't be too risky with how she plays.
4-man push.
The VIP with the
They haven't really done that too many times. Usually it's always just been exploring B main.
Looks like it can sort of benefit.
So Shopify have changed it though, right? They finally push out and get space so that even if it's something else, you have more options for multi-channel retakes. But this is a lot faster than you would have expected. Lisa was hoping someone would push out somewhere for the fast rotate. It's not happening. Look at Dota. Dude, this is good too. They leave this entirely open. So they had... Ooh. That's
so what
tough.
are they doing this time? 2 players are now going back
So they just ditch mid, but now with the lockdown gone, they have to go back and clear it, get some space. Oh, you're not gonna have more time. You're not gonna have much time.
They're choosing not to use the ult for the lockdown.
Sarah and Dodo into the site. Lisa with this late flank into street. And SRN is just chewing them apart on site. Don't know how she got around the lockdown. The starter's even getting a kill with the molly. You highlighted the ultimates. Oh my word, the flashes, and Bastarda still gets the kill through it all. So down to the wire again. There's no time left on the clock. A beautiful post plant on B for MIBR.
With Cess being re-signed, I don't see them signing another. You think Cess will just be the IGL? I'm cool with that too.
To get into that site with no one home, but the timing of when she pops the null command and then hitting that nice.
That was a good post plant, honestly. You even had the late flank from Lisa. Good post plant from MIBR.
There's only like 20 seconds left on the spike, and a bit of utility and extra ult, and that wins the round.
So Shopify now without answers on the B post plants. Looking for a honest fight around mid again. Dodo with the
oh, the aggressive push out. They want something more. They want something more. Okay, do you have cover though? Do you have cover? Oh, the lineup! I mean, you're not expecting it off to be that far out. That's such a wide angle. That's such a wide angle. Oh, that hurts. That's hurt. And that's the duelist and the sentinel. You can't cover your back and you can't jump into the site. No, man.
Lack of confidence. She can step up for
Here
a time.
she goes again. Nearly gets the shot on Melissa.
Why not? Another peek into street. MIBR.
All right, so you know where 2 of them are.
On multiple fronts. But if you go too slowly, that's where Dodo is going to eat you alive.
This street walk was a gap for Shopify in their game against Liquid.
Flash to peek. The flashes are always being set up for Donut.
Yap's just such a problem. Melissa doesn't have a drone. It's so hard for her to get out of that cubby.
Yeah, and even if there's trouble, Sarah is in a good position of throwing out Hunter's Fury. Missiles towards Dodo. She stays all right for now. Knifed up though. Makes things a little bit more uncomfortable, but she's got
big fish. Holy.
Nicely done from the Shopify duelist to get 3 in the round.
It's really great from her.
Has there been a round where SRG has had the chance to save yet? Before this round?
But if you didn't know the Dodo lore, she was playing. She's Thai, but moved over to the US, not just for Valorant, but for different reasons, and then continued playing there. But she was competing all the way back in like Challengers 2020, playing against players like Forsaken, like Jing in Malaysia.
Oh yeah, you guys see that? The throwback scoreboard of Dodo not playing against Jing and Forsaken and other people.
Down, losing to Shopify to get to play for them instead.
Locating targets.
Okay, this time a fast mid clear. Last round of the half too, so I like the switch up, but now they know that Noya is watching this. Now they know someone was watching this before as well. They have to change some things up. Haven't cleared the turret. That could be the problem. Because look at this. You lost mid. You realize that this is a big chance, so these two push forward. But if MIBR did this intentionally, it's a good read. Oh, Sarah left alone. Oh.
They do manage to get the trade. Although SRN is blocked away by a turret in Art.
You should run. They're using the lockdown on their eco.
Okay. Sayuri picked up a gun too. She could also have a major impact now for MIBR. They want to avoid being tied up going into the dominant half.
Everything being
absolutely destroyed them.
At that point, after that long, I don't know if you use the gravity well there.
They can give them. Mel is going to start putting down this fire. And now as Alexis and the rest of Shopify dive on into the site. It is mayhem. Charging forward goes Dodo. Now she falls down. And MIBR holding
Maybe
main
it won't
and
matter.
Art.
Oof.
Separated.
Noya round? Noya round?
One more is what's required.
Oh, it's a Noya round! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's a round that gives me
Oh
flashbacks to the
man.
last time these teams played on Pearl.
How does she do it? How does she do it every single time? How does she do it?
Clutch from Shopify, and it's Noya to end the half with another.
Noya's my biggest player to watch come into this event. Yeah, I mean, I was talking about it too throughout the tournament, but it is the most impressive thing to me is just the consistent boost of improvement she's had every year. Exactly, her progress. I mean, even last year I thought was a big improvement from the year before. But then this year is like she's now really brought up the floor all the way to her ceiling, which is crazy. Why are there 0 girls playing in tier 1? I mean, what do they lack? A lot of it is, I mean, for one, obviously there isn't really a good culture built around that. But the other side of it is it's not always just about skill. It's the same thing with sometimes even players who are currently playing. Even if they're good, sometimes they get removed, right? Or they get benched. And sometimes it's just like team culture. And I don't think there is really any org or coach that's figured out how to make sure that you build the right culture around that for it to simply be about like skill plus team comms, etc. So that's part of it. It is also definitely notably harder to be scouted just because of the ecosystem we have. And obviously that's one thing that Gamechangers is trying to change. If we paid you, but you have to act as a GE fanboy, will you do that by cursing the other team? If you paid me to be a fanboy for GE by actually cheering on the other team, would you do it? I mean, how much are we talking? We know Mel's gotten tier 1 trials where she got still won by players being immature, sex, and not wanting to play. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the first. Honestly, good call, good shout, Anders. The first block is players being immature and sexist. I think the second block is does any org have the right coaching and staff to make sure that you can build the right culture? And I say this not just because of gender, but like even when it's all the same gender, like you have those problems, right? And we don't have nearly enough coaches and staff that are mature enough to figure that out, mature and skilled enough to figure that out and handle it and manage it. So it's like there's both of those going at play. But hopefully, honestly, I do hope we get to a point where that isn't as apparent of a barrier, just because it is one of the things that would make esports pretty unique from other sports.
MIBR are here to hang. They're even, and Zarda, who will be very important anchoring here.
But yeah, I mean, just straight up, like I've managed a team before as well, and it's like it would be a nightmare. Like even if no one is being that ignorant or dumb or toxic, it is
into Street in early
I mean, it's
round
just
16.
already hard.
That hasn't dissuaded
So I
MIBR.
think that's another part that you wouldn't want to rush. Like you have to make sure if your team is willing to go that route. And I do think there are some people, especially like if you take a look at some of the coaches that coach in Gamechangers, right, where they're able to understand like what your players need,
Shopify are stalled
even
out
if
for a
you're
bit,
not
have
the
to
same gender,
wait for the
right?
smokes
So
to
it's like,
fade,
okay,
and now we'll look
like
to rework back towards mid.
they're on track, so that's a possibility. But
Long because they've left Noya in A main. They do want to go 4 players up into Art. But there's still an alarm bot in
But the other
Street.
thing with
Usually
tier
when
1
Mel
is
calls
also
it to
like
be
if
the
you're
first mission,
again, it's not just a gender, you know, it's not just this doesn't only happen with gender differences, but even just personality differences, right? Something we notice with a lot of teams is in tier 1 you have to live together. You have to be in a team house or at least in the same city. Right? Run the same schedule. It's like, again, it's just another extra factor that just by default has a different background that'll affect where each person's coming from. So it takes a lot of maturity to handle that, I think.
Set themselves up for a strong half, and it should
Which
be.
just doesn't exist right now.
Time to plant the spike, let alone get the kills they need.
Oh!
Now gets a few nice
Oh,
shots,
there was
but
a world.
MIBR cruise through this round.
Melissa just sent out the distress signal, and I am shocked by how quickly SRN arrived. Was full sprinting through spawn, just fearlessly runs into the site, gets 2 with the Sheriff, and that bit of stall.
Dang. That's that second kill right at the end.
SR to get absolutely cut down here as they try and plant.
One of the key factors is also Sayuri's knife at the start of the round that stalled out the A hit.
I mean, just as a semi-recent example, chat, I guarantee you, like 99% of people watching, you know what, I'll say 98. I'll give the benefit of the doubt. 98% of people who watch the T1 documentary would not handle those situations any better than Autumn would have. I guarantee you.
5 classics, and they are going to all step
Especially because obviously we only saw a slice of it, right? So like that doesn't mean it's okay of how certain things went down, but you know, to act like it's the most obvious easy thing, good cover, is I think disingenuous.
Cross on in, but at the end of the day, Alexa sitting here on 16 HP. Is going to mean that MIBR equalize after the opening pistol in round 2 went Shopify's way.
Yeah, really great.
All right.
So now we get into
The
the
bonus.
real rifle rounds of this game, and honestly, similarly to how I asked about Dodo and when
If
the
MIBR
offense
can
gonna
get the
come online,
bonus,
I think that's
they
going to
could
be
run
a
away with
similar
it.
key for SRN. Remember, a slower start in the first half, but gets a 2-piece on the pistol, gets some nice eco frags, and now you start to talk about a half where SRN is heating up, and really in the third
You don't have as good of default recon here for MIBR, so a lot of times they'll have to just take the space. But honestly, it kind of works out because I think you want to do that, especially on a main.
Even go negative in a match by 1 or 2 kills. So when it's a little more than that, certainly leaves an imprint. Now stepping on.
Oh, whoa!
Down to 10 HP before
Yeah, that one was a little bit poorly thought out.
Shopify don't realize that it's just her on B. They slow things down, work back towards mid, and they sort of get shoot away by Noya.
Doesn't even manage to break the turret, so now MIBR don't have the chance for these 2 art players to come in without being...
We do have members-only channels on Discord.
Firing off a couple shots, giving Shopify a really good idea. Hearing 3 players around mid.
You can ask more questions there and stuff that I would, you know, I would always take the members-only channels as priority. Unless they're not working. Do let me know if you don't see them if you're a member and or a Twitch sub. It works both ways. You just have to link your accounts, though.
But they are aiming to finish on A. Common pattern for Sarah to
Which
play
team goes up to
solo
the grand
A.
finals? The team that eventually fills in all 3 of these dots will go to the grand finals.
That's a given. But now with a little smoke to play around on site.
Actually, technically, they only fill up 2, and then we never really see them filling up the 3rd, now that I think about it. But oh!
Noya has to do it 1-on-2. With 15
It
seconds
is.
left.
Oh, there's only 15 seconds, though.
Knows where these players are.
She wants the double. She wants the double kill. She wants the double kill. It was honestly, it was the right call. If they both hid and tried to swing on you once you tried to go for the plant, you would have been, I mean, with only 15 seconds left, you didn't have a choice. I honestly respect that decision call so much from Lisa there.
Spent so much of her career playing on Loud, being 3rd or 4th. behind the MIBRs and Team Liquids of the world. But I'm given an opportunity to join
Oh,
the
you mean like a
squad we
voice
just made.
chat?
A world
Like a
final in
Q&A.
2024.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
You love to see it.
It's been a rowdy event.
Yeah, I
so
mean
far.
it's a cool idea.
MIBR
Don't know if I
talking
would be
their
able to
talk.
handle one weekly.
And why not?
Chat.
Winning the first
I'm a
3
very
rounds here now, forcing
got a very
Shopify.
limited pool of
Are the
energy.
pistols.
Limited pool of social energy.
Shopify gonna try and blow up mid on their eco, but you see MIBR. As is very common to their setups, they're just playing 3-2 with basically no attention on mid.
Quadruple Sheriff and a Frenzy. Except the Frenzy's on Mel. She has always used a lot of the Frenzy, if I recall correctly. It's just funny, because usually you see the duelist with it, but...
And again, I love the way they set up these angles. Sayuri can just take one shot, fall away. Then as players try and push in
Ooh, yeah, you
against
got to
her,
delay.
Melissa is just their back pillar to mow him down. That is, of course, if Shopify had continued in, which they're not. Moving back into connector.
I mean, you've got nowhere to go for now, right? The turret's still there here for A side. You've got double nanos.
Try and go back the other way, find the lighter sight, but is it ever really a light sight when the start is there?
I really like the way MIBR are playing these anchor positions together. Very nice complementary angles. Even on this A side where they only had the 2 players. Never really in much danger of anything.
All right, they'll eventually get here. There's already 3 people here, though. 20 seconds. Okay.
These pullback stars.
Yeah.
And then fighting
Got one trade. Oh.
Now,
Okay, wait, hold on. Mel. Mel with the frenzy. Ah, wanted to get ahead of it, but Sayuri's just far enough. Oh. Dang.
Takes some time putting her down, but does it in the end. MIBR now up 10-6.
Uh-oh.
A huge
Shopify's pick,
turnaround
chat.
from
Shopify's pick.
eliminating a single round on this map previous.
Yeah, so
It's not looking too promising.
MIBR have only, or Shopify have only had the 1 rifle round to battle back against them, but it is a stark contrast. Is there anything that we can point to with MIBR that's changed or Shopify need to be talking about? Because Effie's has just called a timeout to figure out exactly where things are going wrong.
All right.
Yeah, I think you can try and build some of these faster rounds when you have the ultimates online, but the biggest thing
Yeah,
you need to figure out
Shopify's
is
getting red. Their
what side
patterns,
has
their
the
tendencies
Soda
are getting
and
red.
Lisa bunkered together, because they have been
And
such a
MIBR had some
problem
good
when
adjustments in the
Shopify
very
is going
beginning.
for
Maybe it
these
was just
late
even the
hits.
prep, honestly. I thought it
They'll
might have just been
switch
round to
a lot
round, but
more than you see other kind of Sentinel and Astra players set up. So I
they
think
know
if you're
that
Shopify, you wanna try and
Mel
play some
kind of
slower
wants to
rounds,
work
and as soon as you
work the
see
map a little
SRN, you're
bit,
gonna realize that that's likely
go
to
for
be
those
that
double
initiator
peaks with the
site.
smokes,
And I think
things
you
like that.
honestly want to fight through her and try and clear and force instead this MIBR team to play in a position where they have to
Dude, this KO drawing.
retake in with those 2 players.
It's so
Because they just
crazy.
look
It's so well
too
drawn.
good when it is that bunkered
The
site.
sign even,
SRN
it was like,
faster
I think it was
patience
chained
on
for
these
Shopify, I'm
bloods.
not
They've been
sure.
winning it every
And then
time.
at the bottom they just said, the KO is just there because I like KO.
The mains earlier on to figure out who's actually where instead of focusing on the Killjoy utility like they've been putting a premium on in these last few rounds.
Because you'll pretty much always
But the
have
KO is like 90% of that fan
sign.
sign.
Mid-look. That's what you're seeing them set up for this round with 3 players.
Okay.
there.
Rifle round after timeout. Shopify kind of needs this one, otherwise it's 11 and you're kind of giving up 12 with the econ.
With a flash over the top, being heard by Shopify.
MIBR does change things up and they're going to push out fast mid. This is most likely a read that SRG is going to stop trying to overwork mid back and forth. So you just want to cut things off nice and early and keep them pinched. Okay, that flash is going to alert Shopify. Does Shopify turn around all the way? No, just Noya. Good angle, though. Good angle. Use the bait with the turret. Honestly, it's doable. Waiting. Oh, she did wait to make sure she got vision of at least the second person. NT.
But Shopify picked this fight towards spawn.
Do they push out a spawn? Oh, it's such a good call.
Only leaving Alexis to guard their backs. And Bastarda up above them. Here's players ratting around behind her. She's all the way out on the ledge. Alexis!
Oh.
It's beautiful. And the rest of Shopify cruise on through.
What the?
I thought they were going to sacrifice Alexis to pick the spawn fight. And
Wow.
said no. She just owns him 1v2 on the flank. This position could have
That's
gotten so
clean.
much more. But some good decision.
I mean, the decisions were good. Like, Noya's decision was good
and
there.
these two beautiful shots win it for
And the
them.
team decision to push out a
That was
CT,
a round that was
etc.
very abnormal
So it was
for
good
MIBR, though.
adjustment.
They've
So
been
good
playing these
IGLing.
very passive
Had to break out of their kind
almost
of
the whole time, and now,
tendencies
as
and
Shopify
habits.
head back towards B,
But
it's at one of
that's
these
what timeouts are
aggro
for.
looks with SRN.
Yep, MIBR make this adjustment out of the timeout. Play forward, play fast. Now stepping up back pillar. SRN
Gonna double
creeps
down
into
on
the
this.
corner. MIBR with tons of utility coming on through, and
Ooh.
SRN assassinates Mel. Now without their in-game leader, Shopify Rebellion have to find some way to win this round. And it's not going to
Way
come
they
right now because all these
used,
smokes are making it
can't
impossible
catch
for Shopify to find
anybody.
any solutions.
And a great night from Sayori
That is
as well.
tough.
To protect her teammates as they fall away. Now, I mean, Shopify have lost their leader, lost an ult, and they don't even have too much to show for it.
MIBR's mid
tough.
setup is wild, though. Look where that alarm bot is, all the way
It's
deep on
eventually a
top.
full rotate back around, and MIBR is gonna know.
They're very willing to play
MIBR is
passive
gonna
mid
know.
and just use those two mollies to help support the Astra side.
Interesting that Bastarda is still playing in front of that, though, for the time being. Wants to take a shot before falling away. And Shopify are fully spread
The
out
difference
now.
this time is
They know when
MIBR
out smokes,
doesn't
they
have
can
all
really
of them
exec
already
into a site,
stationed
so it's
in
now up to the
mid.
team to break utility, create some pockets of darkness around the map, and seed some doubt in the minds of MIBR.
Okay, recon use as well. Now you got nothing other than a
Little bit of
0
pressure
point to
towards
get
A,
onto
but
the
now
site.
Bastarda chooses to fall away.
Exactly, just that one shot is enough. Shopify work back through connector.
Ooh.
Now reveal another position.
Spotted by Melissa is kind of rough.
Instead, she can just
Oh,
wait
they're
up.
going no
3
fear.
players
Only
ready
20
on B.
seconds.
Such a good stack from
Oh,
MIBR.
the salvos.
SRN primed
You gotta.
on this line.
I mean,
And he holds it on down.
oh, I
Now
think you
fighting
had
on
to
A goes
consider
Melissa. Another one for
saving.
her. Lights out from MIBR.
Such a great round for MIBR. They call the aggro mid look out of the timeout, and then call an aggro down B long, the round to follow. Shopify was looking to try and figure out this B setup, try and shoo SRN away. You see them using a KO,
Damn.
having missiles ready to deal with her. None of those tools work. SRN still gets the kill. And at that point, that round is pretty much
It's a hard
already cooked
read.
with your smoke
It's a
squad.
hard read. They don't go for the over rotate. I mean, honestly, I don't think you can blame
Brilliant second
Shopify
half
for going
so
back
far from
B on that
MIBR.
one.
And it is now do or die, it feels like, for Shopify. Forcing 4 rifles and a sheriff now, knowing how much rests on the result of this round.
Okay. Plant deep on site.
Practically the same setup as last
Or
round
out
for
right
MIBR.
outside, rather.
Whoa. There was
You have Cosmic
dart that was
Divide.
not able to spot these 2 players that stepped up B long. So a big forward line from MIBR. Melissa could even start shifting in a moment. Shopify won't give any time to start up into the smoke. What do you have for us now, Bastarda? You've been the hero all series long.
Mel
All
gets
tournament
one.
long, but not to be in this round.
Corner plant.
Lisa blocked away from
Lisa
this.
looking
So
for
for
a
a moment,
chance. Won't be
alone
able to
in this
do anything
round.
because of the
But
Astro
here comes the
wall.
flank. 2 players have been working around this entire time, and they have Sarah to contend with.
Sayuri has no
That might just be the
Sayuri has no
pivotal piece of
flashes
this
though.
round.
So you just gotta win the duel. Okay, no command. So you know one's coming for sure. Sarah knows one's coming for sure. Is Sarah aware of? Oh!
Sarah is way too good.
Ow!
And Shopify Rebellion not skipping a beat.
Oh
That first 2
no!
kills in main.
It's gonna be a gentle meet.
Everything was hinging on the result of this round for them, but they've stayed afloat.
And everything hinged on Sarah. Single-handedly locks
Wow,
down
I
main.
mean, you could have gotten the KO, but they purposely do that as a bit of a fake to
Runner
draw
that
you out,
goes
right? The
well
way they
for
was waiting.
MIBR.
Dodo was,
They get
or
their
not Dodo.
aggro
SRN
below.
was
Those players
waiting for
undetected. A
the
fast
trade.
flank into this A retake with the
Like,
pinch.
damn.
They had a 2-on-1. But Sarah's heroics turn it around completely.
And Bastarda getting a little ahead of herself there. One of the big differences in her play when that comeback happened versus
Am I
G2
wrong
was
for
just
saying SRG is kind of winning via
the
hero
opponents,
rounds?
right? Taking every time that she could.
I mean, some of them have been. Like this one, I wouldn't say was a
Benefited
hero
her on that
round.
series for the team. This
But
time
I
she
would say
punched
that
forward.
MIBR definitely
the
tends
aggro
to
looks
have
on
the
B.
advantage in the macro
rounds in a row.
initially. But I would say this is
Shopify
just
now go back to
Shopify.
that space.
You know,
Try and early take
they
long.
didn't. It's not like they weren't watching the flank at all. It's not like Sarah didn't, and then individually Sarah wasn't like completely baited by the audio of the KO ult.
Noya will get this orb.
So
That
that
is
one I
the
wouldn't
third.
consider a hero round,
Lockdown.
but other ones, yeah, a little bit. It's fair.
Taking B all the easier.
I mean, it should be a simple round setup from Shopify. They're leaving Mel for a late lurk, has a start to play in the post plant. Assuming this lockdown just guarantees them a spike hitting
Mel
the
sitting
floor.
the same spot Lisa was. She got some good
Started trying
value.
to put some pot shots down before leaving, but there's not enough time left, so she falls away. And the plant
I
goes
was
through.
wondering if SRM was going to come all the way out, but that does not seem to be the case. Everyone's going to group back up. You don't want to deal with the complete unknown in mid, or a tanker spawn, rather.
It'll come down to holding this choke, and it'll come down to Mel on that lurk.
Okay, ult back sight, trap them in with Cosmic Divide, flash everybody, but started kind of team kill. This was such a good set execute so far. They haven't been able to get as far as they wanted, though. They needed a little bit more control of the site. Oh, there's too many quarters.
Full house for Dodo and Noya. The util on that retake, it cut up so many different angles on that site. Was so close.
Oh, man.
Single-handedly shutting it down. But it's it, you see them finding those angles, finding those opportunities to just jiggle out, and the mechanics just look beautiful from Noya.
So
well,
now for the first time in a while, it's MIBR starting to sweat just
there's the timeout. I mean, you should be, because honestly, the execute itself was still really good.
Yeah, they've been showing similar looks with that aggro B long 3-2 or
Execute, I think, was timed pretty well. They got the initial double kill as well.
I would honestly like to see some kind of mid-aggression.
Weren't able to hold on to it.
Try pushing up in that space again. See if they can catch a Shopify lurker or have ideas to push through on the flanks in these post flanks as well.
The thing is, I feel like Shopify's lurkers have not been activating until
Yo, I love it. I love these fans. They might be our fans with their movement. This guy's got the moves.
The rounds have been defined very early, where either it's the right three players there from MIBR winning or losing the fight.
Dude, I love it. The vibes. It's so good.
Winning, and then they're up like 4-on-2 in a post plant. So
they're just chilling.
I think if you put a little
they're just here for the ride.
Instead,
Donuts 19-13.
Kind of push back the timing on when
SRN did. I mean, they did succeed in kind of shutting down SRN again, but just this time isn't enough. MIBR is planning ahead of it.
Relax a little bit. Look, it's not that serious. MIBR, they're on a half buy.
If SRG wins this, they just have to win one more round, and then it's pretty much lights out. If they can make it to 11-11, I think it's lights out. I think SRG wins both remaining rounds.
Absolutely held. And nothing to be done.
Little late.
No one even to play off of this flash.
Not much you can do here.
We'll cut down Sayuri.
Who are we giving it to?
Like mid control is because
Mel?
with the KO comp, you can pop flash flood retake very quickly either side. Unfortunately, when Shopify just insta-turn your flash and own you all anyway, it's a little more difficult to win that round. This was just the eco for MIBR. And now looking ahead, round 22, the one to come.
All right,
really
one more.
This game gets decided.
Really just beating out that Donut was born in 19th.
Close out cleanly.
Not.
Or will Shopify
Not what
tie
was
this
happening.
game up again?
So now that Shopify show an aggro look here on the anti-eco, but the round before as well, had an ult to play with, just went for an exec. That's been their adjustment out of the timeouts.
Beautiful round, nice.
After the one they took earlier.
All right.
What's the idea? What's the
10-11 buy round. If SRG wins this, Econ's broken on MIBR once more. You get to map point first. It's in your hands.
No. Which is why I'm surprised to see it.
Donut has Waylay ult.
Set up with the operator, like you're saying. So a similar start to some of these rounds with the KO knives exchanged in A. Shopify now contacting back into that space off a flash.
Yeah, seems like MIBR are not sold by going for the full aggro looks.
Okay, they sent Sarah to do a full fake over on B. If SRN doesn't budge, it's over for Shopify. They have to rework other parts of the map with not much time left. Hey-ho drone coming out. Uh-oh, that one gets a big spot. Sarah's drone was also destroyed on B.
And that's a lot of stars. Is anyone
expected
to be able to see anything?
They're just going hard.
NT.
That's the whole goal of the ultimate. And Shopify succeed. They've avoided the anchors. And now they have a L-shaped post plant that is hard to break.
Yeah, Mel just trying to bait out some utility, but hasn't planted the spike yet. MIBR have rotated 5 players over, and Mel is already calling the shift away. Freezing into the round, she goes back into connector. There is a major gap to clear back through.
30 seconds. Uh-oh.
No Killjoy utility to patrol on street.
She might just be going back A.
Oh no.
Does this not remind you of the
Oh,
pistol
well,
play, the bait and switch,
I mean,
back and forth that Mel called?
it's
At the
gonna
start
work,
this tournament,
kind of.
Lisa is still in secret.
Oh,
Lisa
Lisa
could be
just has to
problem,
buy time.
but
Lisa just has to
is
buy
here,
time.
but is dealt with 10
Alexis?
seconds left. Shopify
Okay,
need
trying to
this
deny
fight
the
plan.
plant.
They need to stay
Can't do
alive.
it. Oh no, Sayuri's trapped. Sayuri.
Turns at the wrong moment. 3
Alexis,
kills for
already
Alexis.
3. Holy.
Shoulder to shoulder. To avoid this game being tied up, Melissa and SRN have only one option, that is to win. It is taken away from them. Shopify Rebellion, we're even.
I think MIBR should have had that, and then MIBR thought it's too late in the round. They had to have made their mind. And Mel's like,
They fully take A, choosing instead of fighting back sight to avoid the problems, take art control. And that just explodes the brains of MIBR. You hear the noise of players running back towards B. You've completely vacated that site.
explodes the brains. That was much more graphic than I needed it to be in my Valorant cast.
Forward and cut MIBR down as they rotate back in.
Yeah, exactly. The running baited them out because it was already down to like 20 seconds. So you're thinking like, they've got to be sticking to this plan.
Sets up Shopify Rebellion beautifully. This game was 11.
It's Sheriff's and Stinger.
It's MIBR with no cash in the bank. Half bind to guarantee themselves a shot. Do or die on round 24.
Spotted.
Dodo with the outlaw holding towards long. Shopify haven't actually put her into many of these embedded positions. This time
MIBR has decided, okay, with that bait, we're going to just stack B. Got turret and nanoswarms otherwise.
Where on the map is that landing? A main. Alexis threw that up, has that lineup from spawn.
Just putting that pressure, seeing if Dodo can catch someone rotating
headset's
off
running
this
out of
B
batteries.
side.
And the rotates are going to come in. Nice shot from Dodo.
All right, well, I think
anti-eco
they get
idea.
into map point
I really like
first.
letting Dodo
Ooh.
just fish over here on B. Shopify, though, are eating up the clock. 40 seconds left, and Bastarda has crept all the way through mid, where the Killjoy turret is down. No Noya now means a moment for Bastarda to strike. Not favored with the Stinger, so she chooses to let all 3 players pass.
But there's another coming.
Yes, there is.
Oh
Sarah
no. Oh no.
left
Oh!
behind. The shots go wide. Bastarda was still moving. And now this Sheriff has to deal with players on the right, on the left. 20 seconds left. A wall being put down to guarantee this plant.
If she had gotten the rifle upgrade, this could have gotten to be a very interesting round.
Now a moment of breath.
Oh
They
man.
have the 2 Sheriffs remaining. Doesn't matter if there's no util. Dodo is still right here. Trying to bait a shot for the swing on
Ooh.
SRN. Will mean nothing.
Okay, back up from
Shopify
Alexis,
Rebellion
okay.
Move up to map point.
Ever since that timeout, midway through this half,
Start
Mel
moving
has
too
figured out
fast.
the macro.
You're all a
Starts
bunch
by
of
calling some
non-Stinger
simpler
users.
rounds.
She wasn't moving
Then
fast
in that
enough,
last
chat.
masterclass here, even just on an anti-eco, getting Dodo embedded, baiting out a rotation to catch Sayori as she runs
You had to
back
just
to
keep
A.
sticking to the full speed wide swing and control the spray. I'm
Well, it
serious.
costed them
I'm
an
serious,
ultimate.
chat.
They close the anti-eco cleanly. And if
Yeah, just like a half sprint
What
trying
a
to
story
control
it
the
tells
spray.
that in
Not
the
it.
last 5 rounds of this game, MIBR have spent both of their timeouts.
Yep.
Shopify have now
12,
won 5 in a
11.
row. MIBR are unable to secure the answers. The first thing they thought of was the aggro plays, right? The dive into mid, the dive down B long. Those didn't work. Then they went for some more passive looks, the deeper holds.
What's the
Again,
one
Mel
last
was able to
one
use
last
that
call
in
you're
so
pulling
much
out of
ways
the
called proof
playbook?
of
I mean, it's
rounds.
lower finals. You got to pull everything.
And then
Pull out all the
control
stops.
wonderfully on the anti-ecos too.
And this tournament, it's been the Brazilian teams with these.
If you're not making airplane noises, you're not using the Stinger correctly.
That's the only reason
Exactly.
MIBR is here.
Exactly. All you chat.
10 to
Put some
G2,
work
have to bring
in
it
your
all the
ranked
way back.
lobbies. I
It's the only
promise
reason
you, it's so
Shopify are here
worth.
too, because Team Liquid
So
did
worth.
it to them.
Sent them down to this lower bracket. And now Shopify.
Leviathan just beat RQ at the
They can
China
find
event.
those comebacks too.
Cool, cool. It is just best of 1 though,
One
right?
more round to close it out. One more round for MIBR to make up for
Is there a
their
stream for
mistakes
that, or just
and send this
results?
to overtime.
And they're going to fight in A main. They see Alexis's ult, Sarah's ult. They don't want to let Shopify play their round. They're back to the aggro.
Okay.
Flash up. SRN chooses to retreat as a
They
knife
get
catches so
way
many
too
players.
easily denied though.
Bastarda's in this fight too.
Uh-oh.
No command ripped. Hunter's Fury
Oh,
behind
no.
it. Shopify and MIBR square
Oh,
off.
wow.
It's 0 for 2.
Wait, 2 for 2?
MIBR not
No.
dismayed though. They've realized that spike is in the open. Shopify want to pick Alexis up. Gonna take the spike too, but the time is ticking. Alexis is no more. And now the trade on in, dive up from Sarah.
Ooh.
Melissa is gone. It will just be Lisa in this
1v2.
round, and she is slowly
They're so
crept
low
back
though.
in.
But Shopify are patient. They
The
walk
stream
back,
on Huya.
clear
Okay,
their
gotcha.
front, limit the positions where Lisa could be hiding.
Full rotate.
Think about the stakes of this round in the context of the series. Not just one
Ooh,
map
they think
here
it might be
in
a
best of 5,
recheck through mid
but
on the
also
rotate.
letting it
So
slip
they're going to
away.
keep their eye on it.
If Lisa
I like it.
can't
Instead of just
win
sprinting
this
and
1v2,
hoping.
already a difficult ask. MIBR will be broken right out of the gate.
30 seconds
The one player to not have played on a GCC
Oh boy.
stage before.
Oh boy.
And yet,
Oh boy.
she has
Timing.
that sixth sense of even the most dedicated
Oh.
veterans. A turret placed in her path will take away
my
any element of
gosh.
surprise. Dodo to the right side of fake blitz.
Oh.
Melissa is down.
Oh, that flick looks like she had it. She was on the way. I can't believe Shopify closed it out. Holy.
For Mel and for Shopify Rebellion.
Dang.
That's what it
Props
takes
to them. Props to
for
that's a
Mel
brutal one. That's a
figure
brutal
out
one to lose.
Shopify. An excellent game from
That's a
Dodo.
brutal one to
start
lose.
this series, but it's a BO5 and there's a hell of a lot more to play.
GG's, chat. That was a good map. Honestly, good back and forth, good prep. It was pretty interesting at a macro level.
Yeah, they have
If you guys enjoyed it, chat, they're going to run some ads after the highlights, so I'm going to run some ads as well while I go see if there's something to munch on. Getting hungry again, so be right back.
An update is required. Financial system updating. System updated. The future of money is here. Feels good.
Bombing 6 from my goal with the beach ball. 6'4", but he doesn't like to go down. Lives for the chase, but we shook him off somehow.
만나봤습니다. Hi guys, I'm Bella standing with Shopify Rebellion Gold's Effies. Well, alas, MIBR rerun. You sent them down to the lower bracket 2-0, but they're back up again. Well, what was the energy? What was the talk like, the mindset for the team coming into today?
I mean, honestly, we didn't change that much. Like, we kind of felt good because the first time we played them, it was a 2-0, and the first map was really dominant. So, I mean, we did see that they fixed a lot of their mistakes, though their Pearl was, like, really much better, so kudos to them, honestly. But we didn't really change the speech that much, you know? Like, we beat them before, we believe we're the better team, so we can do it again.
우선 전에도 승리를 해봤던 적이 있기 때문에 오늘 특별하게 다른 접근법이나 이런 거를 실행하진 않았고요. 하지만 오늘 첫 번째 맵을 경기를 해보면서 상대들이 되게 보완을 많이 해와서 그 부분에 대해서는 박수를 보내고 싶다라고 이야기를
I basically
했습니다.
missed the
하지만
answer, but
SRG 팀
I got the
자신감도
translation.
되게 좋고 우리가 더 나은 팀이기 때문에 딱히 걱정하는 것은 없다고 이야기를 해줬습니다. 쇼피파이 리벨리언 골드의 에피스 코치님 인터뷰 만나봤습니다. Thank you, Epi's, for that interview and best of luck.
Man, you think MIBR can bring it back, chat?
Much to change going into Pearl, especially with the dominant win that SRG had the previous time. But come on, this time around, it was pretty close. And we were actually like thinking that MIBR, hey, they're probably going to win this map. SRG managed to make a comeback.
Yeah, I thought Shopify were going to lose this map at some point. I was kind of like, what is happening?
It did look like it.
After the loss against Liquid, you know?
Yeah, you think MIBR can bring it back? Damn, the faith.
In their faces. And also,
I mean, I think Shopify.
look at that third row where the post plants
Everybody's still closing out despite looking a little shaken. I thought was pretty impressive.
down on the side of Shopify Rebellion against MIBR because those executes were strong. I love the fact that FS is giving kudos to the work that MIBR has put on this map.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say it.
Respect.
I am enjoying Pearl. Like, if this is the level that we are going to be getting from Pearl, honestly, give me more because it's really.
Pearl's a fun map.
The mind games that they're playing.
Pearl's a fun map. You believe in the all Brazil final? I respect it. I respect it.
Absolutely popping off is using every single tool that is available for them to make it work, and I like that.
Yeah, but we do enjoy it.
All right, today's connections.
That brings us to this HyperX reflex moment of the day from SRG, and G had a map. This was a
Why'd they cut off the mic?
She had really a good
Bus, split, tree, trunk, relief, pigeon, stand, statue.
With ease. Donut was the start of this comeback with operator plays like
Cover,
this,
torso, substitute core, midsection, backup, bench, hit.
5-1 in first kills, first deaths, plus 12. I mean, a monstrous performance from Donut, who has really just stepped it up on this Pearl map.
Definitely warming up, you know, exponentially.
Oh.
We discussed in the first timeout that we saw coming in from Shopify Rebellion is how to deal with what was happening in mid and maybe actually implement it.
Relief, cover, backup, substitute.
Worked wonders. I think it gave her a lot of confidence.
Nice. Replacements. Got it.
And that's what we saw, the level that we saw.
Yeah, I also love that she's like
Pigeon.
conserving energy. She's not exhausting herself too much because she knows that this is the best of five, right? Yeah, smile. It really does something. And of course, MIBR, they're probably smiling from those improvements, but not too much because they took that map. They didn't manage to take that map. So I want to hear what Coach.
I mean,
has to
pigeon,
say.
tree, bench, statue, things at a park.
Hi guys, it's Bella. I'm standing with MIBR's players. Good to see you again.
That was loud.
And Arthur. Well, another SRG versus MIBR rerun. It is your revenge time. They put you through that lower bracket run. Well, what was the revenge mindset coming into today?
Então, mais momento em que vocês estão tendo a possibilidade de revanche contra essa energia que mandou vocês para lower. Com relação a essa possibilidade de revanche, qual é o mindset que vocês trouxeram pro jogo?
Literalmente, eu acho que o primeiro jogo contra elas, a gente não conseguiu mostrar nosso jogo. Então a gente veio com a principal mentalidade de mostrar o nosso jogo contra elas, jogar sem medo, porque a gente foi muito apático. E eu acho que já deu pra ver nesse primeiro jogo, primeiro mapa, foi detalhes, e eu acho que poderia ter ido pra qualquer
This is
lado
a long thorough answer.
If compared to the first map, we decided to come into this one in a position where we want to showcase our game. I believe in the last opportunity we had with them, we could not show it. We were a little bit pathetic, but like now, if you see by the map and the results that we brought in the last map, we are very different. It was just details that we need to fix there, here and there, but we're gonna go stronger.
All right, thank you for that. Bora MIBR.
Bora MIBR.
Thank you.
SRG won first map. I thought the score was 7-11. It was. They brought it back.
Trilingual host.
And we've got
Yep.
up.
Got some
and of course, we are now going
Korean
into map
homemade
22. It is
random
going to be split.
ingredients go
And this
bibimbap
was a
with
statement
tuna,
from MIBR. This
some
was where they made that comeback and
seasoned
managed to hit how
radishes,
G2 goes in. So
seaweed.
they have to be feeling good about this map, kind of claiming that same energy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think also something that the coach was saying is that there were many rounds where it was just the details, just those small things.
Yeah.
One. So I think that this is a very good prospect for the rest of the.
Do you think
best of
Riot will
five.
start having
But I
coaches
do
use those
hope this is
auto-translating
such a staple
earbuds?
from them. What crazy
Like during the
split, so we're gonna
match?
have
Or
a
you mean
whole
for
tournament
interviews?
around. I expect this one to be the same players that we have to look out. Definitely SRN. I don't think that Pearl is their map. I think that probably the one.
I mean, for interviews, I hope
now
not.
into the double duelist, we're going to be.
I
seeing
hope
something
not,
else from
although
Rastarda.
that's a
We also
crazy
saw
opportunity for a
and
sponsor segment.
How
But
elemental she was to that comeback, to that win.
I
to
hope not,
actually
because
keeping
it just can't
something going from
be.
for MIBR in that situation. And
just
here's
can't
where
be
we're going
as
to be
good.
seeing that double duelist. My question is, on the other side, what is Shopify Rebellion going to be doing? We have not seen them play this map in quite a while. So do we expect changes, Dre? What would you like to see?
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. We haven't seen Shopify play this, so they have an opportunity to like ante the.
I mean,
duelist.
you say
I
way
don't
too
know in what
dangerous.
ways
I think the
that's
danger
possible.
part
Maybe
is
you're
already not on
maybe
people's
something of
minds.
that sort, but I
But
definitely
the
don't think
quality
Noya
just
Chamber
can't be as good.
Noya Chamber would be sick on split.
The way I see it, when it comes to that, is that the whole point of an interview is to build the story, get the emotion, and tell a better story for the whole show. And the moment you auto-translate it, it takes away from all three of those facets. So why are you even doing the interview at that point, right?
Yeah, I mean, the breach utility could be really good to kind of like deny some of that early aggression that the double duelist can give you, especially with the Raze and Yoru.
Like, it's not just to hear about their own analysis. That's not the main point.
Those fights on the defensive side to hold like a line, then you can get closer to that side.
Like, the interview is, other than the winning reactions, the moment of the victory and defeat, the interviews may actually just be the most human part of the show. Like, obviously the people playing are the most human part, but I just mean from an entertainment and like the production aspect. So
not a popular agent, but Alexis, I think, is going to change our minds. I think that she's completely given it everything today.
Yeah, and I will say, in order to run this comp and pull it off, you have to have really, really good coordination. Because if your breach utility is a little bit off with that waylay, and that's not in sync, all of a sudden Dodona is just going to be
the breach.
and feeding.
Yeah, well, we hope that she is feeling it indeed. That she wasn't the first map, but this best of 5 is far from over. Let's send it back to Mimi and Ender to take us into
Honestly, I'm kind of down for the breach. Alexis
Well, it's
breach.
been a hot minute since we've seen Shopify Rebellion play.
What happened to
on this
Fluorescent?
map.
Fluorescent played in
Wrinkles here
Apex,
gets
was picked up by
Alexis
Apex
back to Breach Jail.
for
She's
the
been
first split.
Connoisseur of that agent for so long, but
And then
this
was
year
taking a
at
break,
the
was
role swap,
also,
came
you
in
know,
to play
whether
a
this
whole
was
lot
just
of
the cause or
Central.
part of the
Now they're up
cause,
against an
was
MIBR
also
that's
riddled in
feeling a bit of a high
some controversy that basically the community conclusion is that both parties were immature, young, and toxic to each other, so, you know, they should learn and grow from it.
Well, Breach had huge
But
nerfs, yes.
also,
He's still so
Fluorescent wanted to take a
synergistic
break
with
as
the
well,
waylay. You
so
have such great
because
ideas
being away from
for
home,
fast
etc.,
plays on
etc.
this attacking side for using Dodo as a drone and setting tons of util up off.
I mean,
of
this is
that.
a long time ago,
Now
by the way. Like,
off
Fluorescent wasn't part of
behind.
this team for any
I'm
part of
honestly
this
just
year,
really
so.
excited to watch this comp in action, especially Chrissy against a map where MIBR have been so good this tournament, where they pulled off some crazy things this tournament.
That they have, and the player to do it versus G2.
All right,
and
split.
The comeback was Bastarda on this very agent Yoru.
Let's see how good the breach looks. Alexis always pretty
So
reliable on
aggressively.
breach, as far as I can
This
remember.
round, she has a teleport ready to come over to this A side of the map and support against Shopify's hit.
First time we're seeing breach on this patch, I guess.
Sean up.
For the most
And
part.
Melissa's
No, we
holding
saw it
for it.
during,
Now the
well,
rest of the
at
team
this
coming on
tournament,
in.
I
It's
think.
just Melissa doing it all herself. Alexis
Well.
never even popped the stun. Instead, the rest of the team waiting as they come towards heaven.
But Lisa very passive on a jingle.
Oh.
Oh, that's a great dink.
Good damage, but ultimately Shopify going to try and bail out of this one. Actually, choose to freeze instead. Someone's got to find a shot, find a connection.
They are so
And it'll
trapped.
just be Bastarda.
They're so trapped.
You were hoping it would be someone on Shopify if you're going to make an interesting round here, but MIBR just playing all these angles perfectly, even sending 2 players up ramp to try and pinch back in on the Shopify duo. It is a flawless
Oof.
pistol round for MIBR. Way to bounce back after map 1 gets stolen away.
And the issue of that
They
round
needed
is
that.
Dodo does not look to her left while she's diving in. Melissa was just tucked flower pot and gets away with murder. Here it is. Look at that dive.
Yeah,
Now it's
that's
looking
just,
free kill.
that's
Swings
unfortunate.
out for a second on the spam. And at that point, it's so hard to win this round when your double dive duo is dead like that.
MIBR also play very quick rotates. A lot of the time you'll see SRN playing deep screens on A with a teleport from Bastardo ready to come over and respond. So Shopify might need to do some earlier scouting before the full commits. This round, just 5 players bundled up on B.
Oh boy.
We'll see the first and
Ooh.
sees a few more. Great work out of her. And the follow through from Melissa.
The cover afterwards, that's so good.
As well. So
Double
the
for
hunt
each.
is on once more. MIBR just swarming all over this map. Chance for back-to-back flawless rounds. It won't be the case. But
I mean,
Melissa
other than
getting
Sayuri
another
dying,
three
it
kills,
worked
puts her
out
just
as best
2
as
off the
possible.
field.
You'd rather have the Fade get that
No
kill anyway.
Damage done. Lisa runs over, picks up that gun, and essentially ends up the same as getting the back-to-back flawless. So now we settle in, and the first round that Shopify showed us with the new composition was
Those were
a
some nice
fast
bursts with the
right
Bulldog,
forward
though.
zap.
That's some good
The
Bulldog
reason they held
usage.
that breach stun was that they were hoping Dodo would get
Right on,
info
Yissel.
her dive, and that Alexis
Have a
could
good dinner.
stun off of that. I expect that to be a theme as this game continues. Dodo, in a lot of rounds, won't honestly be the one taking first contact. Obviously, she'll be taking the contact, but she won't actually be shooting. She'll be pulling back, letting Mel or someone else swing in off of the utility. Used from her information.
I think you can expect Mel to be one of the first people into a site behind Dodonut, even Sarah as well if she's using her Prowlers initially. She'll be coming on in. Shopify Rebellion do a lot of work to make sure their spacing is good on the approach.
Whoa, 3-man push out.
Or down 3 players.
Oh, I thought Shopify was ready for that. Oh, they are.
Get Sarah
Okay.
Dodonut.
It looked like they were ready for it, but then they had
Very nice.
util in
Cut them
hand.
down 1 by 1.
Yeah, great hold from SRG. They'll now call back into this B site where Sayori is waiting.
Yeah, she's got that high angle with the Outlaw. And quite a few vulnerable players here. See if she can make it go as the wide swing from Dodo is one of the players with armor.
One of the
so
players with
that
full
Outlaw is
armor.
punished.
And you were mid repositioning.
And from 2 dominant rounds from MIBR, it's SR with a dominant round of their own.
Now, we've got a whole lot of time before Melissa's eventually going to die and unlock the ult for the next round, but
sure.
I think it's interesting seeing MIBR, some of the power behind the Viper Orb, being able to call down that orb at any time and fight, also just the infinite stall. What does Shopify's comp do to break this mid-control that MIBR have?
Ooh,
I think
just gonna save.
The first thing is it
Picked
is
up a
always
Vandom.
threatening hard execute. So you'll see MIBR likely wanting to play more from mid like they did.
It was
there.
their Viper
But where
Orb.
other
The
comps get
the
fully
defense's
stalled
Viper
by
Orb.
that utility. Think about how many tools that SR have to get through it with the Omen TP and the Waylay dive, but also just double line control. With the changes to this map, with some teams even picking up the Astra, you've seen a lot of teams lack a paranoia, lack a stun, but those tools are so good at pushing that Viper away, forcing them to either drop into vent or play further back in heaven and make those smokes way less effective. So I expect
Good,
in
clean
their
round.
slower rounds, Shopify to always want to at least spend some time pressuring that mid space.
Exactly, right? Because the Viper Orb, you're not throwing that from anywhere else on the map. You're either playing
I think what this
Shopify
Shopify comp will
Either
do,
way, Dodonut is quick enough
though,
to
is
capitalize
that
off of stuns to get instant kills.
with
But from the side
Breach
of MIBR, I
Waylay,
think that you do want to continue to play.
I mean, you can't afford, in the world of less util, you can't afford to just kind of use the Fade util a bit more liberally in the beginning, as long as you can work off of it. As long as you get some control somewhere on the map off of that information, and then you just pick the site eventually, you narrow down the choices, and then you have good burst onto it with a haunt plus, fault line.
Be a
So,
little bit worried. Now a smoke onto Mail.
curious how they'll make that happen.
We talked about how you deal with mid control. You can also figure out how to deal with B main control that MIBR are throwing 3 players into right now. Alexis can hold on to this stun and use that for the refight. And SRN just stepped into the smoke. That play was wildly
That was
aggro.
2 different people, by the way.
Maybe Mel
Both
could have
spring.
been on her own, and MIBR are punished for it.
Still Melissa here.
Whoa.
Chooses to pop the
Nightfall?
ult, stand and fight.
Actually stops
Big
them.
commitment, down a player.
The starter has to start
Minute
pushing out.
remaining on the clock.
But Shopify will leave. Look at Noya.
Uh-oh.
She's still
But
in sewers. Here's this
Noya.
rotation.
Exactly, the footsteps are
Did she hear it? She heard it. She heard it.
Shopify now.
She heard it.
Do they go back? They don't have enough time to clear that player and spawn.
I wonder if you just go vents into A, knowing that there's going to be no one else
Starter's
A because of the
trying
wall.
to
It's
catch
Vincent
up.
to B and Sarah.
Uh-oh,
Has
Sarah.
to be
Sarah's ready for it,
this
though.
player.
It's a bait.
Bastarda.
Yeah.
Right into
I mean,
her
Bastarda's
eyes.
thinking, like, what the heck?
And the next player to clear will be Lisa in Hell, now inching up
Hmm?
the rope. Had a moment, but ultimately needed more shots to
Uh-oh.
connect Melissa.
Ooh.
Unable to do so. 3 kills in the round for Dodonut and another for Shopify.
Nice swing.
That
Nice
round
swing for
highlights
Dodonut.
what will be Alexis's entire game.
You just got sheriff fragged, and it's true.
It's very true. But if you're watching her on the minimap in this round, all she's going to be doing is standing somewhere, holding her left mouse button with a stun in hand. MIBR send aggression, great. Counter stun, we get 2 kills on the spam into that smoke. We're going for something aggressive in mid. Okay, guess what? Dodo's gonna be double diving. Alexis is holding a stun and waiting. So much of Shopify's game plan will be built off how they can follow up that one piece of utility.
They can follow up the utility and also just control mains, whether it's
Guardian and a Stinger for MIBR.
Even on an anti-eco. Now pushing back
It's
Lisa.
rough.
That stun gets her out of the area.
That's precisely the util pattern I'm referring to with how you dominate mid control. You see how far she got thrown away from her orb? That could have let someone sneak up.
Yep. And they hold on to B main during that. I think that's the other big part, right? So normally you would argue that, sure, you push them away, but you allowed... I mean, Lisa's doing really well here. Lisa re-clears it. So you don't actually keep the priority here. But you had this so that you can go for the burst, which is what your team comp is pretty good at still. But I don't think they expect Elisa to be this fast. Oh, okay. Huge.
Unsuccessful this time guarding the flank. With Mel inside of the smoke too.
That actually delays. That actually delays Noya a little bit because Noya. Oh. Uh-oh.
Backside with an ultimate.
Spotted. Spotted and tagged. Spotted and tagged. Oh, the C's. The C's is good. But the Hala. Noya's here. Oh my goodness. A Lisa round for sure. Lisa round for sure. What a fast re-clear. That was so good.
Forcing Lisa back into B heaven. But the second Lisa's gone, she just walks right back up. Finds a great timing here into main. Furthers that for another kill.
That's the thing, right? MIBR, or Shopify thought they had A main controlled. They thought they had mid controlled after the early aggro. No one's expecting the walk down.
And it's an impeccable MasterCard thrifty for MIBR.
Even keeping 3 players alive, that means 3 guns stolen from Shopify. Really padding out the piggy bank for MIBR.
And if you're MIBR, you're keeping mid control, having fast rotations and quick floods into the site to avoid having to anchor against breach waylay.
1 second.
It's going to feel real good for your defense.
That's a bad round to lose. It's a rough round to lose, but Lisa absolutely
Other sides are just holding
breaks
for the
through on it.
lockdown, 'cause even on rounds MIBR lost, they were still looking to stay very aggressive.
Is the name Bastarda? I don't actually know if that's what it translates into. I don't think so, right, chat? I remember I asked when I first had to cast her in Korea.
Gonna catch a few players. Sees Waylay's shoulder, so can throw down this slight pixel on the one-way.
She's allowed
If anybody
to stay
actually
on site because
knows.
she gets TPs to get away should she be stunned.
Also has some support from her teammates. Dodo to
Oh
light
no,
things up. The
blinded.
paranoia just makes her
Couldn't
a sitting
check.
duck. The rest of
Oh,
Shopify
the
can't go anywhere.
TP
Now
out, the
this
paranoia
one
plus
has
TP
been
out,
shut out.
and
Shopify
catching the
don't
flank.
have no other options in this round.
Shopify might need a
That was the only cancel
timeout.
option they had. Now they have to scamper and try and make something happen from scratch. Mel and Main, her 2 teammates working back through mid, but MIBR have a vice grip on this round.
Mel continuing to step forward, trying to catch that jump peak. Here's 2 players spamming, so now her teammates a little bit more comfortable. Walking into heaven. Here the reload out on Raptor, but it's a bait. Melissa
Ooh,
and the rest
that's
of
rough.
MIBR turn around to deal with Shopify. Sarah, the last of live, down in hell.
Oh.
Actually, has
No
some
need,
kills,
no
but the
need.
Spike is in heaven. All MIBR need to do
There
is
you go.
survive. Bastarda says she'll get the kill regardless.
I do not like solo waylay.
Shopify Rebellion
It is
sort of
tough.
launched the
It is
exec
tough.
there to a good counter paranoia from Sayuri, and it all falls apart.
I think it's still,
Yeah,
I think
love
it's
how
still
willing Sayori is to
fine,
anchor
like
forward
workable,
even
but
under the threat of all this utility. There you can see that paranoia.
definitely not as good as Double
Right
Duelist
after
with
she
it.
throws it, she's TPing out of danger, and Bastarda with that TP waiting in spawn was very quick to rotate in and help Sayori as soon as she had contact. That's going to be the crux of these rounds, how quickly Sayori and SRN can
I remember
get
someone in
into these
Sliggy's chat
sites
said
and
it is
support
what
their
it
anchors.
means, and hence that's why she had to remove the valves to censor it, just like cigarettes with CGRS.
Looks
Oh,
to me actually
maybe
not like
then.
a tactical timeout.
Well, can you
Okay.
read green up there?
Instead
What
of
does
tech
that
It says
timeout.
tech
I
timeout.
know
That's
when
what it
the whole
says.
arena lights up red, that means tech. So I don't need to read any of the words on the screen. We've got an in-ear issue. That's why Noya's fumbling around with the electronics right now, trying to sort things out. this comes at a very interesting time because what I wanted to ask, if this was a tech timeout or a tactical timeout and they were trying to solve some issues, it seems to me like Shopify have been playing with very little information these last few rounds. They've been stacking.
I feel like they probably
and then trying to
do also have a timeout.
Stacks on.
Yeah, I want to see them go into the mid control more. I
But we'll have to
think
wait
the
and
problem
see.
right now is that MIBR are getting very fast rotations because Lisa is locking down mid alone in most of these rounds. I think that if you can push her away and get an embed mid, it opens Mel up to be able to call into either side. And also, you still get a lot of the advantages with the breach Waylay. You can use that early with the stun to fast take mid control. And if you play a slow mid round, then you'll have the stun after, yes, a minute, but eventually back again.
I was going to say, that's the tough thing about playing for the faster mid control is that it is a little bit all or nothing in that sense of you need to
I've been trying to untangle the headphones as much as possible.
With the utility they have, I think
Go, 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 go. You can do it.
Expect Shopify to win that fight in mid if they're committing the right resources, like the stun, like the hinder. It's costly, sure, but I think right now, not having that space has been probably the biggest problem in them hitting into stacks repeatedly.
And it has been. So as we said, we have a tech pause at the moment for the in-ears. Looks like Noya just swapped those on through. Now she has to test to make sure she can actually hear anything with the new things in before we can get things back underway. She looks very calm right now.
I feel like she always does. She has a very chill demeanor.
I wonder if Second's watching. What time is it in the U.S.? It should be very early / late.
It's got a good ring to it.
Honestly, 2:18 a.m. isn't so bad, though.
She's affirming that the audio
It's definitely
works.
watchable,
I mean,
especially if you're a gamer.
That is the job. Tech checks are
But
done for a reason.
I don't know what his schedule is like with the team.
Oh, wow. I've just been told we're also going to have a tactical timeout after that as well.
Okay, so
Yep.
now you can ask me what they're talking about.
Figured it as much.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say that that is the most joyous thing ever for Effie's back there because he's like, the whole tech timeout, he's like, okay, how exactly am I going to lay in this tac timeout? Like, you can, because you only have 60 seconds. That's not a lot of time as a coach to say all the things you want to say. But when you have a little
Almost
bit of
spilled
an
my
extra
coffee.
moment, now we can lay it out very clearly and get Shopify on the same page.
Every time is watchable if you're enough of a degen. True.
Sometimes, yeah, 'cause I would write down notes of like,
Like the way you
3 or 4
think.
main things, and then I'd be like, how do I say these as quickly as possible, but also not be overwhelming at the same time? Because that can also very easily happen when there's a lot of adjustments you need to make. But I think that you're onto something with simplifying a little bit, focusing on a big macro idea of the mid take. You can come in with timeout with an idea like that, and then focus on a few micro points of if MIBR do this, A, B, or C, this is how we react.
And you don't always have to snap an instant mid fight because MIBR do like these aggressive rounds. I think it was a good read early on to play the slow starts, hold.
MIBR is stealing the Han move.
That's fine. It's just that second
I like
piece of
it.
taking mid control has to come at some point, or you're always gambling on the execute.
Shopify might do a
Cave
little
Out
bit
Demon Hunters is such a
of an extra risky gamble
such
on
an
a round like this,
unforeseen,
considering the
crazy
Han, 2
trend.
Guardians and 3
I mean,
Sheriffs.
absolutely deserved, but
But mid control is the
who
main
would have
option.
seen it coming?
Noya breaks the haunt. Alexa still holding the stun. Lisa is a little bit in front of things here, but with a nice kill and backing away, caught Alexis without the stun ready, so now that follow through isn't going to be there.
Well, they had mid control.
And the stun even came
Yeah, losing your waylay though with this comp, it's rough.
The breach nerfs really hurt. Beyond just the timing on the stun as well, with when it activates being a little slower, is pretty challenging to find the right moment to play around it.
I mean, you're gonna play slow anyway with the eco, I
She
guess.
told me she was never going to play the agent
Half
again
buy.
until some buffs came in. She's like, yeah, the nerfs are really brutal. Hard to capitalize on, and yet here she is, locking that one in. Here Sarah is with 2 kills, bringing things into a 3-on-3.
Well, they want to go back A, but look who's here. The monster of the A site, Bastarda, stuck in towards side.
30 seconds left.
She's got a real good angle to deal with Noya.
Yeah. Oh my. Okay.
Noya choosing to move into heaven instead. She throws out the clone, trying to dance on both ends, but she can't secure the kill.
Oof.
Shopify Rebellion.
What a wraparound.
Alexis just earned the Rolling Thunder as well.
That is major.
That's huge. She's ready for it. What is going on with the stream, man?
Thunder in response to this dive.
Oh, didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it because of the blast pack, and then uses it afterwards when you know it's safe.
With another 4-piece, will steal away this round.
They've been Sarah fragged again. She hit some beautiful shots.
For Split,
with the
you don't need
Guardian.
duelists? No, I think that's
Started off
insane.
in mid.
I think that's an
Lisa
insane
getting
take.
This opener. And maybe overstaying a little bit on this re-swing. It's punished by Sarah. She
I mean,
flicks around
you
for a
don't need a
second.
duelist on Split any more than you like. It's the same as you. You can play every map without a duelist. It is doable.
Buys time for Sarah to make that
But given
wraparound
how
happen.
bad the corners and the choke points are, I think this is one of the maps where you absolutely do want a movement
Starta
duelist.
goes for an operator on this round. There's a whole lot of ults for MIBR. The first one planted.
That doesn't mean you have to play
firmly in mid, will be the
fast.
set.
Like playing slow is absolutely a good option on
And
Split,
that's
but
to funnel Shopify into the operator.
Exactly. Noya's been getting free lurks here the last few rounds. Makes Mel think, hey, we can walk in here. But
I mean, most maps I would actually just
Spectre
agree
starting
with
to
you,
force the
where it's like
teleport
you don't.
away.
I mean, you don't
Still a big
need it.
piece of
Obviously, it
utility
just
spent.
sucks
And again,
losing
with
that power and like being down on
Nailed it.
numbers.
So
But
it's only one player on that side, but the ops
but
still
this
a
is one where
factor.
I'd be like, actually, it actually matters a lot that it is the duelist that you're missing. The dash in.
Deletes one player, cancels another teleport, a rocket.
What is going on in this round?
Makes this round an absolute mess.
I mean, there's shadows teleporting everywhere across the map, rockets flying out of smokes.
This position is so hard to deal with.
Hard to clear though from Bastarda.
Oh, did we check? Oh, finally check. It's too late. Oh my gosh, the full wraparound though. Oh, they know. Oh no! Time.
She has to sprint forward. There's no time. And the full stick from Bastarda takes the round right back.
She sticks it.
Round comes down to an absolute inch. The pressure that MIBR have out from heaven early.
What a
means
round.
It's a safe plant.
What
and
a round.
Dodo's play was excellent. Finds the perfect timing to circumvent that Yoru ult. It's just not enough.
You could play 3 duelists on Split. That's true. You could be Talon and play 3 duelists, but
So many little kills that if it just went the other way, that round could have completely flipped.
I think double initiator and controller veto and a sentinel.
Failing to deal with the op after failing to deal with Bastarda. More attention
So
put.
it's doable.
Lisa behind this orb.
But then you're just not playing this comp, right? I specifically said this comp. You really don't want to lose the Waylay. I mean, you could just be playing a different comp, is true, but playing a breach comp with no duelist to end on attack is really rough.
They're just hard holding it. They know.
Double Senti can work, but you would also, basically, if you're playing double Senti, though, you would be doubling down on the defense. And you're only looking for, like, 3-4 rounds on attack.
Shopify's prep is on this team. And it pays
But,
off
yes,
because
so in that case, your statement is technically true, although I guess I was working under the impression that you were responding to what I said, which is specifically about this comp, so.
every round it's been here. And the Scepter is seen. Melissa survives on 8 HP. Needs a little bit more.
NT.
Will find it.
NT from Dodonut.
Noya now out from heaven.
Okay.
Deals with the satcheling SRG.
I mean, what?
Melissa a chance with 8 HP.
8 HP. You're using the ult. Oh, that was so good from Melissa. Oh, that was so good from Melissa. That's insane.
That is such a crazy investment.
Melissa sends out the Nightfall, throws the haunt, but Noya doesn't hear it because she was hit by the Nightfall. And then you hear her drop, you know she can't hear you, so Melissa just charges for. That was actually the most brilliant fade clutch that I've seen this year.
The last time these teams played, it was a matter
That
of
was so good.
Of player advantage scenarios.
That was so good. That was actually insane. Holy, with 8 HP, with 8 HP, that's so insane. But, like, they can't pre-fire you if they can't hear you.
Versus 4 stingers.
No, they would have had the HP, but you had no audio. So if you pre-fire, you would have been known.
Help from heaven. Lisa here to aid.
I don't think the classic would have made the difference there. Melissa was so fast on the swing because you're not hearing them run up, so you couldn't have timed it. You would have always been late to the react.
Place the smoke. Sayuri swings on into them. Melissa is finally taken out. And the ult from Dodonut to try and get further and further into the site. Shopify Rebellion playing with no space anywhere. They are boxed in. And now Bastarda.
I mean, you might have gotten lucky, but at that distance, I mean, if at that distance one of the stray bullets of the right click got the kill, I would have said that's BS more than. I think that distance wasn't close enough where you would have still had to flick. You would have still had to aim. You would have still had to adjust, in my opinion.
Creeping around the corner, Alexis, you can't do him like
Oh
this.
my gosh. The reload.
Already
oh,
the position, but it's one-on-one now. Bastarda is solo, has to be perfect, and she is.
Ooh.
Of course she is.
Ooh.
Back-to-back rounds.
But maybe. I mean, maybe the classic would have been good.
1 HP wins the one-on-one.
But I guess if you're the thing is
this round was crazy too. Neither
you had to make the move there if you're Noya. So I think just holding. I mean, you could have held and waited, hoped that they would push you.
Opens it up, gives Alexis her opportunity
Doable?
to clutch.
I don't know if that's the best. But again, you didn't know that they were approaching, though, because they didn't actually have a need to approach, right? So I don't know if the classic would have been the right move in either case. Like, I don't know how many, or maybe it would have been the right move, but I don't know how many people would have actually had the awareness, even with the HP.
Has been the defining factor
But maybe.
in these late round diffuses.
I think that would have still been a gamble mentally. But I am a little bit sold on it, but it would have been would have been a gamble in the fact that you're believing that they're not pushing you and you'll have time after the ult wears off.
Importantly for Shopify, Alexis and the Rolling Thunder survive the mid fight.
Okay, the push out because you've lost mid. It's good. It's smart. This is so good, but Sarah thinks they're going to be waiting.
Back into this stun for Mel does nothing. With SRN still holding the line.
A little bit of a miss on the blast back, but no big deal.
Players. Has an open B site for the time being, but not as Sayuri starts calmly rotating over onto the B site. Alexis needs a kill or two before the Rolling Thunder would matter, and she takes out the knife, trying to charge into Sayuri. Oh my, turns around for that shot.
Nice shot.
But MIBR will take their 8th regardless.
I would play KO, Fade, and Vito, and Sage, and then Omen or Astra. KO, Fade. Hey, it's Dodds. KO, Fade. On split? KO on split. I'm a KO believer, but split's the one map where, I mean, I'm kind of in the reverse. A lot of people believe in the KO on split.
Earlier in this half, they would go for these very structured
Sage?
fights where
Honestly,
caught by a stun, Shopify would punish and fight back, and now they're just picking timings to disrespect.
If you're doing that, I think you absolutely want the Astra, but
before their utility, before the waylay becomes a factor whatsoever.
And Shopify just running execs, a Rolling Thunder into the site.
I think that's a bit too all in, though.
Sun's up, Melissa, and this time Dodo is holding
good blind, good double check.
Has a path into the site, still alive back there, isolated from her team. Dodo has to be the hero, but he is pinched down and executed. Shopify Rebellion have gone nothing. They
just couldn't get through. They just couldn't get through.
And 30 seconds later, have nothing to show for it.
They had a spearhead, but no follow-up. Couldn't actually get into that site. And now the refight from MIBR.
Oh.
Good night,
well,
Shopify.
What a half.
MIBR have been lights out on defense. And for different reasons, it becomes the same solve that they found against G2.
No, solo waylay is definitely, like, as a waylay believer, I think there are ways where you can work those solo waylay. And I think it can also have a tremendous value on defense. But it's definitely a very hard to like comp. So I totally understand.
MIBR, what a reply to start split.
Will you watch the Chinese Invitational? No, we won't be watching that.
At the half, but we've got a special guest in the arena, a GCC alum. Jen Lee is standing by with Roxy.
Hey guys, Jen here with Roxy. Roxy, thank you for joining me. Now, you competed in GCC 2 times. In 2023, you finished 3rd. So you were in this position before. So tell us what's going on here, and also here, when you're only 1 game away from making it to Grand Finals.
I mean, obviously, it's super stressful, and even the night before, like, it keeps you low-key sleepless. You're like overthinking, like, oh, what's gonna happen? I'm so stressed, especially like if it's a rematch, right? nothing is guaranteed, and obviously on stage it's a bit different because you have to be fully.
Let's go, Roxy. Love to see it.
So I just hope everybody is gonna overcome their nerves, who's gonna perform their best.
All right, thank you. And by the way, do you have a bias? Who's winning?
I mean, I love all the girls from Shopify, but today my heart beats for Brazil.
Ooh, knows how to work the Brazilian crowd.
록시님 만나봤는데요. 2022년, 2023년 직접 선수 생활을 하면서 챔피언스 경기를 뛰기까지 했습니다. 23년에는 3등에 그치면서 지금 경기를 치르고 있는 선수들이 좀 어떤 심정일지 잘 이해를 할 수 있을 것 같은데요. 그때는 너무 잠도 잘 못 자고
Oh, what is this sign? Sorry, I don't have a voice. Something screams, so have this instead. Ah. I don't have a voice anymore to scream, so have this instead. Ah. That's great. I like that sign. That's a good one.
개인적으로는 브라질 팀인 MIBR이 이겼으면 좋겠다고, 그리고 우승은 꼭 브라질이 했으면 좋겠다고 얘기를 해줬습니다. 여기까지 록시님 만나봤습니다.
Wait. That was
bars. Yeah, so true.
That was
Christy, does your heart beat for Brazil?
way more than
I don't know, but I got chills when I heard that.
Yeah.
what she said.
Certainly my heart is beating when I've been watching the Brazilian teams play, because my God, if they've been playing some bangers.
I would let you know. I wouldn't purposely keep you in the dark if I was signed for anything.
Right here, and I love that we're highlighting SRN because I think it is a very different
And if it's like NDA'd, then I wouldn't tell you anyway.
Saw on Pearl on Split, SRN taking over right next door to Bastarda.
Yeah, those double duelists have led the way for MIBR. They took the last 5 rounds of the first half, and now big questions asked of Shopify. They made a
If you want a
comeback
duelist, I
happen
would go
half
for
one.
Raze, KO,
Take
Fade,
full 13-11.
Omen, or Astro Vito.
Now have to do the same thing again.
And Mimi, I have a quick yes or no question
I
for you.
don't know if double initiator is the way to go on Split anymore, especially in the current change. Even before, I think it was kind of iffy, but
Any utility, you're the Raze
That
and
was
the Viper.
2 words, sorry.
personally,
Absolutely insane.
I think Smokes will let you play
Bastarda is in B main alone right now.
defaults
Teleport to
better.
rotate back to her team. As the rest of MIBR play right behind this Viper wall.
I'm not gonna lie, Yoru Sheriff is aura.
Trooper's gonna sign with G and help Frost
And you don't need a flash if you just shoot them
with
better.
Korea. What do you mean with Korea?
Not a lot of time before that teleport runs out, so Bastarda might end up taking that one. At the same time,
Raze is always good on
as they
Split though.
often do,
Always has been. Even when it was
down
Jet
into mid,
Raze,
like
Raze was
Fiercely
oftentimes the main one.
BR play the post spot, seeing no resistance, so they want to play up. That's good spam damage. But SRN is pushing this.
I like the idea from Sarah to play for the spam.
When it was mostly the decay from the
Back on
seas.
these sewer players, Bastarda with a perfect crossfire. Oh, turns away just the
Oh
wrong
man! Oh no!
Bastarda
It actually works out as bait.
And MIBR still have 3 players locked in on site. A paranoia now guides Sarah on forward. A drill out into the open. Alexis to take another.
Panic from the aftershock.
Wrapping back around into heaven. Shopify
Make up your
Rebellion
minds. Make up your minds.
are wrapping circles around MIBR. Bastarda though, for 3 in the round. And a spike out in the open. Sarah doesn't stand a chance.
That's too tough.
MIBR are dismantling Shopify on Split.
I give you my initial impression, and upon
Oh, Frost
reflection,
PR.
I stand by it. I like the triple Sheriff buy. They were taking heads that round, and this timing ended up being
It's not
so
looking so
weird with the
good.
flank through, but
It's not
Sweden
looking so
looking the
good.
wrong way.
If you were a player in GC,
Only
which team would you
to then
choose?
Fight back in completely unexpected and get 2.
It's a weird
Something
question,
Javier
just
always
because it's
do
like
well, I think, is picking the right
I don't
timings
know what
in the
bearings would I.
post-sensibly active, right? Fighting forward
What am I
there after
considering?
seeing that flank to kill the players coming out from screen. They're very good at that quick
Which org would I
decision-making
choose?
in their team fighting.
I don't know. Ninetales, because then I wouldn't have to move.
So as the stakes of that round set in, it's Shopify left to think about what went wrong. 5 classics, no chance really going to force on the defense. And now just guessing wrong here on the A stack.
Lisa here to
Dude,
hold
they are
again.
just
Even if
waiting.
These players try and push up. She's in such a passive position.
Here they come. She will fall down.
But it's an anti-eco where you have a solo Sheriff player. Okay, she dies, whatever. We've got a free B site. We have a great post plant.
Yeah, the small wins for Shopify, of course. The
Yeah,
Sheriff,
I mean
an
they'll
ult
take
on Alexis,
that.
a kill as well.
Yeah, now you should have some concern.
Yeah, you can't be egoing these fights once you're already lose a member.
Their own. But it's so hard to set up the crossfires MIBR want in this post plant now. Paranoia held by Sayuri. Stun doesn't find much. Now jumping up behind the smoke. A good seize.
Oh, there's
and a better paint shell.
what a combo. And you get another set of another paint shells. Yep.
Use it again. Now this crossfire. I
Oh,
love that from Melissa. Down, up, down.
that was good. That was a good seasoning combo.
You're right. It is hard to win that even up numbers, but when they go for the funky smoke, easy solution. Heads up to go for that seasoning combo. Bails him out of a round that could have.
Yeah,
been
I guess
quite
we never
dangerous.
learned why Donut's been using the GE Classic. Not sure.
This is really a brutal task that they have ahead of them. Down 11-3. Needing a pretty much flawless defense half here if they want to bring it back.
Yep. Mimi's right. They gotta go all the way. They gotta go all the way.
We've seen some comebacks so far in this
SR
event. Big
Global
deficits.
Esports coming. SRG.
Oh, wow. Noya steps out in front of that one. Here's the satchels. So MIBR now without that heaven pressure are worried about players just stacking into the B site. They need Lisa to get a pick here. Need players to turn back around. They've actually called the spike back into Lisa in mid, assessing their options.
But they have nothing towards A, really. There's still a forward
Okay,
player
cleared out
holding ramp
fence.
control.
Nothing
So
there.
they want to pivot back that way. That will.
So SRG's
truly
kind
improve
of out of
Shopify.
information, but it doesn't
The
matter
great thing
because they
for
have more
MIBR is if
numbers.
They have a lurk on the other side. They can always head
But
back
losing
to the
out
startup.
mid control does make them a bit weaker for the rotates.
So little time on the clock once they're done walking up into heaven. That is going to be a difficult ask of
One
them.
question, but have any players fake clones since
easiest
Circa did
way
it?
forward is
Yeah.
just
There's
dual
been like
Donut
2
on
more,
site.
I think.
The support from Sarah isn't
Yeah,
immediately
Kamo did a
there, just
crazy
very
one.
passively towards heaven.
But Dodo has a hinder, can back away with that.
Izu
duel.
did one, in fact, at Bangkok as well, although it slipped under the radar.
They're burning.
And then there was
the
one
candle here.
more.
There's not a lot of time now.
I mean,
I
Bastarda
can't
is
remember.
irrelevant in the round just to get late round. They need the plant for Bastarda to be entering the equation. And Sarah has the C's. Does that catch all of them? Gets 2. Melissa's still
Oh.
untouched. It does not matter.
Perfect. Sees.
Brilliant utility and better shooting from Dodonut. Shopify bounce back.
Damn.
Swayed
Right
a
when they
little too
needed it.
long on that one.
The Izu one was missed by a lot of
utility
people
is
because it
great from
wasn't
Dodo.
because it was kind of
We
a
talk a
miss
lot
the
about
actual
how good the
execute,
Waylay is as
and
a
even
proactive
the
character to
broadcast kind of figured it
for
out after the fact during the
forward
replay.
plays to set up around creative ideas, but
Was it
also similar
against
to Neon.
G2?
She's
Was it
just
in
so
the
good
was it
at
in the
hard
finals?
anchoring. The hinder
It's on
in a
Pearl,
choke point
though.
is one of the most annoying abilities to deal with.
Yeah, just that reactive, oh, players are coming at me, throw that down. It gives you either a tool to fight or fall away.
What do the players type? Like after they die?
there with
Sometimes
Sarah
they're just
C2.
typing out a couple things so they don't want to clog up the comms. Sometimes they're just
Looks like some damage went down
hitting
on
escape
Bastarda.
to turn off
So
the audio so
66
they
HP
don't
and
have
a
it
stun
ringing in their
sent from
ear.
the B site. Dodonut will move in, but it's already a teleport away. Just a clone there. Noya holding in fence, gets another kill in mid.
Good spam cover from SRN though.
And as Dodo falls on edge,
All right, 4v3. You got the numbers advantage
This round
again.
won't be so hard
They can
for
get to
MIBR.
12 here. MIBR should be able to close this one out.
Where does Shopify re-clear? What information do they need here? Mid, that's the obvious answer. And that'll
The
help
something
to
one
aid the
too.
understanding of how much pressure
It's not
Sarah
he
could
did
be under.
intentionally. Oh, the one where he didn't.
Without smokes for heaven. If
Or you mean the one
normally
where
around
he
state like
thinks
this,
that it's
you
a
use the
clone
right
for
click,
whatever
just rip into A,
reason?
but instead, well, they might go for it anyways.
Or no, the opponents thought he was a clone for whatever reason. Right. And he just like turns around and he's like, what the heck? Who was it? Who was the
Sarah
opponent?
Does not have an easy angle through this smoke unless her aunt connects on
That
the
is truly
Instantly
a
broken.
fake clone of all
Actually,
time.
with a couple of pings. The MIBR still
Was
get
it
the play
Kayak?
down.
It was Kayak. You're right.
So a retake for Shopify. Down a player, but Alexis with all her utility, Mel and Paranoia. This is doable.
Have to clear Lisa first.
Okay.
Pushed back into the
Lisa
corner.
knows
No
that she
one
just has to
to
play for
help her
time.
out.
Toxic screen.
Thrown up, dodges the
Dodged
paranoia.
it.
Teleports. Where is Mel
Oh,
going?
thinks it would have
Lisa
hit.
is untouchable. So Alexis' utility means absolutely nothing. She will back away.
That's
in
rough.
This 1v4, MIBR up to map point.
I love the pressure MIBR is putting on mid. SRN has died there.
Oh,
both,
Easy was against
or at least in that
DRX.
first round. It
Okay.
almost did here as well, but what
Yeah,
has
he
been
changes
so good
direction
is
too. Something changes
constantly
direction too.
shooing
That's what was so
that
funny.
Viper player away, not letting
Can I ask a
Noya
political
dominate that
question?
space.
I'd rather
And
you
in
not.
these late rounds,
Obviously, I have
they
the choice to
always
answer
have
or not,
options
but
on where to pivot.
And equally as important in this round is Lisa still having the orb and finding the solution to the Omen dying. Having the orb,
Especially not during a
from
match.
main
Normally,
gives
if
them
we're
the
watch
ability to
partying.
hit that site.
Like
Takes
other
any
times,
chance
sometimes I'm down for
out
it
of
because I
Sarah's hand
think
to swing
healthy.
around back.
I think having good discussions is important. But I'm like super drained today, and then during the match, if it's so easy for it to derail everything.
Into that line. Her teammates had a ton of initiator utility she could have asked
All right,
for.
timeout for
That loses her head
Shopify,
now.
but
12 for
I mean, there's not
MIBR.
much you can do
Well,
here.
they're truly dominating here on Split.
8 rounds the advantage for MIBR.
The easy one was also really good. It
And,
was
okay,
it was very well
so
done.
Shopify haven't played a ton of Split this year. You know?
Can I ask you why my Instalock no comms Reyna doesn't enter and goes mid every round and then types GGs? Well, I mean,
A very different picture for an
were
MIBR
you covering and training for the
so many
Reyna?
rounds played of this map
Come
in
on,
this
come
tournament
on.
alone.
Dude, I love this guy. I love this guy. He's just vibing.
But you get 8-4. That's what
He's
you
got
need on
moves.
attack Split.
He's
You know,
got
you lose
moves.
the pistol, you lose one rifle round after that, and suddenly you are in really some big trouble.
Oh, that says it's my first time watching Game Changers and the arena, and then he's calling out his friends like, "Hey, so and so, are you watching? I'm live on TV."
Look at, I mean, SR and Basara
Any
and
info on where
so many
Egg is?
people
Who,
on
Sideshow?
MIBR Just absolutely storming down
I
Shopify
mean,
this game.
I never have any idea where he is, and I
First half was to just start
quite
fighting
frankly
everything.
don't care.
You can tell how
I-
confident this
listen,
team is.
I like Sideshow,
They got the name tags turned
but
off. They don't
he
care
has
that
no
this team
relation to me where I
cleared
should
them in
know
the
where
final
he
last year.
is.
Don't care that Shopify just came back and stole Plural away from them. Firing back in a
All
major
right, I
way.
mean, hey, they're trying to get back whatever they can
4-1
here.
This round, but Startup put some pressure on
So we'll see what the timeout looks like for Shopify.
But look at Mel, a high angle, and Dodo
Yeah, just the bait for
Classic
Mel.
round from MIBR now
Oh,
teleporting back for
checked.
5 players.
Couldn't break it. Couldn't break it. I mean,
thing is,
yeah, you would have to
don't pull
pre-fire
forward
it if you want to
just
break it
yet.
before. And also, if you pre-fired at that distance, then
Mel
they
away
would have
there.
known that someone was close anyway.
Actually, that was a missed snake bite from Noya, thrown out from heaven. So MIBR pump the brakes a moment. There's still an orb on B heaven, so likely they want to come back into B regardless. But by leaving SRN in B main, it lets you have a showstopper to come out as 4 players can fight into mid.
And that makes it feel like the strong side. That makes your mid players all the more impactful.
Shopify Rebellion aren't trying to
Okay,
clear B main either, so they
and
don't
just
have
to
a
keep
chance
them
of
at
picking off the
bay.
showstopper early into the round.
Okay, that gives them
only
that
issue
gives
for
them IBR
MIBR,
mid control a little
of time
bit.
if they don't act quickly. But
Oh
already
yeah, here's
into
him.
heaven, now a paranoia.
Big paranoia.
Out there and the showstopper in.
Where's the Whaley going?
SRN cleanly into the
Back
site.
onto
The rest of
rafters.
MIBR has not made it through heaven though. It's a great stun. Sayuri caught jumping.
Brilliant fault
Noya holds
line.
the spike, 20 seconds left.
Oh, they're
Noya
getting pushed.
holds
They don't
it
have time.
down. She is
Oh
just that good.
my
The
gosh.
spike stuck in heaven. MIBR have nowhere left to go.
Oof. That
A
is
beautiful
rough.
hold from Noya
What a
and 4
stun.
kills on the top of it.
It's just all Noya. So excellent in these anchor positions. Always a treat when she gets to play this Viper. But it's the utility that I think shines there. A stun, a seize, all going into that pocket. She knows that MIBR is stuck there, isolates the fights and cuts it down, and that has good implications.
Just need one
MIBR will
more.
be reset onto
Just
a
need
new
one
go. They
more.
use one of their big
Chat.
ups, a showstopper
I
in
mean,
that last
surely
round as
not,
well.
right? Surely not. 12-5.
Can Shopify build? How far can
12-5.
they
Double
take this?
duelist attack on split. Surely not, chat.
MIBR.
Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Appreciate it. Everybody drink some water.
And a teleport following behind it. Trying to catch these players. Stuck in the tether with the Bucky. As soon as Dodo hears the Bucky shot, instantly slips up.
Run away, run away. Do not engage. That's the name of the game.
Alexis in hell. I like that we're switching over to her.
Yeah, a great stun line here.
I mean, it's a beautiful line off of Noya's contact in B heaven.
They're still not in. Noya's still going to be watching for... Okay, saw him. Fault line?
Will
Yep.
get
The
stunned.
chase.
There's that stun again.
Can't instantly get the kill.
Alexis choosing not to pull the blast yet.
No, there's no way. There's no way this is a gentle mate. Okay. Aftershock to buy time.
And now instead of committing back into B, MIBR have ideas.
Okay, but Dodanut all alone.
because
Oh,
they have
MIBR's
looked at
overthinking
Lisa
this.
was
They're
waiting
overthinking
here.
this.
She
You're not
doesn't
going
have
through
very forward
vents.
information.
But look at this. Look at main. Look at main. Look at this.
Shopify
Look at this.
re-clearing into B
They
main.
know.
Exactly.
They
And now
know.
with Mel up here,
Go away. There's
Shopify
nobody
can
here.
Think about leaning back to A.
And that's because of Dodo, tucked into the corner on this site, playing an off angle.
Dodo and
The
Sarah
the
have
clear
played
out
very
garage
nice
from
back and
Mel.
forth on
What
angles.
that
Dodo
if
again
they win
has
this
the
round,
finger.
that's the
And
that's the
MIBR, they
freaking
don't
game
have
saving
time.
move
And
right
Sarah
there.
again has the C's, this time in
Only
heaven.
20
Sarah
seconds. Oh no.
raining down bullets
Oh
on
no.
MIBR. That combo
Oh
piece
no.
tandem play on full display. Alexis once into the party.
Great hold. Late round, the A anchors have been good. The 2 chances they've gotten.
Oof.
The crux of that round
Overthought
is
it.
holding on to
Overcooked it. Overthought and
MIBR
overcooked
every
by
round are
MIBR.
putting
Really.
focus on
Absolutely
taking
overcooked.
mid-control. And sure, eventually SRM
That's
gets into
rough.
be
That
heaven.
is rough.
Think about how much time it took. A stun to push them away. Noya refighting. By the time they're actually pivoting to hit a site,
They should have had
there's
that.
no
MIBR
more
should have
choice
had
to
that.
cancel. And the
Oh
stall utility
man,
wins
they
the round,
overcooked.
even without those
They're
kills.
leaving so little time.
Shopify have won 2 in a row now. Within
Like once
6,
you're
but
up in
this
numbers, you should just be
is
more
the round to make
confident.
or break, especially with the
Hey,
dimensional
snake
drift.
bite to buy
Paranoia
time.
combo,
That's all
and
it
the power chasing.
takes. Okay,
Bastarda
wow.
Fully supported
Paranoia.
to blow up the map.
Or the paranoia, I guess.
4 shots by Mel.
Mel, huge opener, but SRN is there.
Big trick,
Blades back and
Alexis.
forth. This round is ridiculous, and a teleport back from Bastarda. She gives up B heaven
The
to
Yoru?
secure the spike. Alexis worried about her flank. Dodo not falls. A nightfall out from heaven. We are going nuts on this round. Sarah seizes the reins back while MIBR pivot back into their lurk.
It was pinch on pinch, but now the door is open. MIBR have found their side and Shopify theirs.
This round is nuts. That was just 40 seconds to see all those ults and all those kills.
2v2.
But now the plant will go down. MIBR will get to post up with the spike on the floor.
MIBR could have given the plant to Lisa, could have gotten the ult instead. Prefer her position in heaven.
And it's such a
I mean,
demanding spot.
but their
This
spots,
open plant,
their
they can
spots
be
are,
playing from pretty much anywhere.
they're not great.
There's so much that Shopify
They're not great.
has
Okay,
to
this
clear.
is better.
Now
This
that
is
it's been so
better.
long, Lisa fell
This is
back
better
into
because
hell.
now you know. Now you can cover for each other.
Guarding the
Dropping
right
is the
angle.
right choice here.
Footsteps being made that will allow her
Okay,
to turn.
now you know.
And now MIBR can set up
On.
full
You know that
control
they're
over the
pushing
jump.
ramp, so you go back onto site. It's a
solution is
good
headed for
adjustment
Sarah.
from Lisa.
MIBR
Spotted.
falling backwards.
Oh, not thinking
Bastarda
about the other member.
dominating split.
Still on the site. It
versus
was a,
G2.
it was
Now
a
seeing it through
fake.
in the last moments for
Oh,
MIBR.
good
This
close
series
out.
is 1-1.
MIBR, they
Split
got
makes for some
3-0
great rounds. It
dominated
does. I mean,
when they
honestly,
played in a final
only
against
bangers on
Shopify.
Split is not just to
But
me.
here it's different. A close map one, a win on Split. And what a way to win it. SRN and Bastarda.
So good.
Lights out on the double duelists.
Absolutely
GG.
fantastic. but
Good
it's time for
bounce
quick
back
break.
from
We return to
MIBR.
analysts.
Holy.
Get us ready for map number 3.
And now the refight from MIBR.
SRN with the rocket. Good night, Shopify.
I had to be up in 6 hours, so I hope it's a good game. Get some rest. Get some rest, Entree. All right, chat. It's ad time, so we're going to run a couple ads, and then we will be right back. I'll leave the audio on, so those any interviews can be listened to here.
Trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you. Gamers, hybrid workers, artists. Backing your every move.
Red Bull gives you wings.
probably shouldn't take this no further, but you beat the cookie up like no other. I seen your whip was popped in a lot out front, you was fine on me. I know I could never be a Cinderella. Together we started a messed up telenovela. I like the way you rock my whip. I like the way you lick my I like the drugs you let me hit. Do me so good, I'ma pass out. Love it when you keeping your mask on. Love it when I'm running dirty with a rough boy. Guess I gotta take my mask out. Ice, money, sex, trees. Everything's bliss when I'm paying my bills with the money you give me for free.
You guys are back on the analyst desk, and we have a very special guest. Dan Dryad and I would like to welcome Monch over here. Hi, Monch.
Hi.
How are you? How are you feeling?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, you're good?
Yeah.
Awesome, because that was a very close map. We have 13-6. This time, MIBR takes it. It was very, very close. We were watching over here, and we weren't exactly sure who was going to take it because you can't count SR out, but MIBR, they were just a powerhouse on split. It came down to such tiny, tiny micro battles, and especially all of the clutches that we had, all of those 1v2s, 1v1 scenarios that they were able to win over SR.
Absolutely, and this was, mind you, the win condition yesterday for Liquid to win against SR. So the fact that we saw 3 1v1 situations that Bastarda was closing out, 4 of those very close 1vx situations for MIBR to win it, these are all just good indications of this Brazilian squad looking better and better the more that we go into these series. And this is exactly what I wanted to see, kind of pushing a little bit of SRG, getting them a little bit uncomfortable, and knowing, you know, how difficult it is for you to get just enough rounds on the attack side and denying every single one of those opportunities.
Yeah, it felt as though Shopify Rebellion, by the second half, it feels like they slowed down quite a lot. It felt like, you know, they were kind of letting MIBR almost take so many of those rounds.
One thing as well is, you know, it's something that we saw last year as well, and we continue to see today, is on this map of split, the team is so confident, but because it's coming down to the slow scenarios, I feel like it's also a mental thing. I mean, Monch, you've been in so many of those scenarios. You have an iconic one as well with the knife that I'm never gonna forget. when you're winning those clutches, how much does that help the team as well to come back and know that you can win the series?
Yeah, I think it helps a lot. I think winning, anyone on the team can win that, and I think all the energy and all the hope you get back. So I don't know, winning clutches is very important.
I'm back.
Like
wait, who's that saying?
Hope back. You kind of,
Yeah.
It renews the team also. And
Oh,
it
wait,
doesn't even
what
matter
the-
like how far down you are, right? It still does get the energy up for the team. I remember you hyping your team up quite a lot in so
Also,
many
the
of those
KC fan
scenarios,
got
and
back
you
to me
were
about the
amazing,
fan base. Time for
in
the
those
wall of
scenarios. But
text.
of course, you know, we
For
go back
KC
to
as a
this
whole,
match.
actually, it's
We
because
would
one of
be
the founders of
remiss not to talk
KC
about double duelists
was
on
and still is.
MIBR.
Okay,
We've
so
been
they're talking about
talking
Camino.
about it,
But KC gained lots of
the
fans
entirety
earlier
of
this year
this
due to how well they
tournament. It's
performed in the
just
LEC.
so
They already had a very
powerful.
big
We
fan
have
base, but it became so much
SRN
bigger
and
earlier
Bastarda's
this year.
dynamic duo on the side of MIBR.
Like
Once
Ibai and
again,
Koi, but it's even
doing
deeper
their
with KC
thing
because of
here on Split.
how
They are
Camino is
insane
implicated in
in
his
This
team.
duo with
The
Wraith
second
and the Yours
owner is
specifically
also a known
for this
figure, but
double
most KC
duelist,
fans are
they
there because of
continue to be
Camino.
undefeated with
There's
the
some
top
issues with
six.
him. He's not a
It's
good
just
person, so
something
many
that
KC
clicks.
fans
Not
hate
only
him now.
are
Oh.
both of them amazing
For
at
GCC,
opening
it's
up
the first time
these
KC have
rounds, but
qualified to
Bastarda
GCC.
specifically
Previous
at
rosters didn't
just
quite
talk
work
about
out,
closing these
but
rounds
this
as
year we
well.
got a new coach,
I
we
mean,
made a big
Monch,
difference.
you had to
Built
play
around
both
Glance. Maybe around 10
teams
people
really
went to
well.
Seoul
What
and
do you
bought
think
tickets
makes them
themselves
so
because of
good at
GCC.
Yeah,
And many of the others are here because Riot gave free tickets to us in order to have KC fans in the arena, since these people are in Seoul due to them being here either by coincidence, right time, or living and studying there. Like I would say that the KC fan base 90% only care about League, so many people that were here today don't really care that much, but since it's free anyway. Oh, so it was like an invite for like the team fan base.
The double duelist comp makes them stronger for that, and I don't know. I think
Okay.
this map Mel played really well. I think she won some very important.
Mostly fans of the LSU team,
clutches,
yeah.
And the info
But like, you know, they're down. But the thing is
that's it.
Do you think that because
I
of the
will
double
say,
duelist, that MIBR
just
have,
ju-
that gives them like so much
just because it's a
confidence,
free
gives them other
invite
members,
doesn't
like,
mean
so much
people would
confidence
like
to
be
just
there and
do
still
their own
enjoy it
thing?
though.
Is that how you felt like when
A lot
you
of people
were
would be like,
playing
eh,
Yeah, I
I don't
think
care enough
they
about this
have
one for
so
like other
much
brands, so
aggression on the map. I think they play really aggressive, so that gives them
appreciate it. Thank you, Ronnie.
they need. And I don't know, I think like they play really well. They seem like they got into some flow on this match, so it was like winning rounds, and you can't stop that at some point.
Yeah. That flow state is also, you know, it's
How to stream the
very
soup tournament?
dangerous.
They have
if you're playing opposing side,
guidelines on how you can watch party
because you know
on
that they're
Twitter
shooting
and
round after
Instagram.
round. They win rounds with a relative
You have to
ease,
be
they're
streaming on
flying
soup,
through everything,
and you have
now
to abide
potentially
by their
they could
guidelines. You
fly
cannot
through
co-stream it
Corona.
anywhere
That is
else.
Unless Shopify Rebellion can pick themselves up after this loss. We've been talking a lot with Mel and how she's able to, regroup with her team to be able to bounce back on so many of these maps. She's been quoting, some guy named Faker quite a lot, talking about like
Some guy named
you might know
Faker.
him, maybe. Who knows? He might have stepped foot in this arena, once or twice. But yes, like about how even losses can be small victories in their own way. And I think she's really taking that to heart. I think she knows that this is going to be a very tough one, and it's going to be an endurance match between both of these teams.
Absolutely, especially because we're going into this third map of Corrode, where, yes, we just talked about the Raze and the Yoru on the last map, but going into this one, MIBR are still
A Discord watch along?
but with a slight change with the Waylay.
I mean, technically, they can't stop you, I guess. It would be a no-no if it was found out, I would presume.
The Waylay gives you more like aggression.
But also,
like more diving
if it's
into
not
the
monetized, I
sides
don't think
and
there's
more
really anything they
quickly.
could do about it anyway.
I don't know. I
It's
feel
like if you invited people
Bastarda
over and you put it on
is still
TV,
good with
like,
Euros,
it's not
so
like
the ult, I think she secures
they can
the
stop
round
you.
when she's ulting, and I think it's going to be. I don't know how to say it.
Imagine Chobra just unveils his curtains and it's just in the Super Arena and it's the only source of the game on Twitch.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's.
Yinsu already reached out to me. If you guys are asking on behalf of Yinsu has reached out to me and I sent her the link to the guidelines.
A very, very close map. What do you think?
But I think it's open as long as you follow the rules, and if not, they will. And in the past tournaments, they have been very active about shutting down co-streams that don't follow the rules. So I wouldn't tempt fate that way.
Oh, well, we're going to see if it is indeed the turning point. Let's get into map 3 and send it back to your casters. Here's Mimi and Ender.
The grandfathered in co-stream because Soup built their stage around Chobra's apartment. That'd be so sick.
One more for that spot in the final. A
Oh
rematch
my
for
gosh.
either of these teams in the context of the year for MIBR facing off against Team Liquid or Shopify bouncing back after yesterday.
Shopify were
And also,
expected to be
yes,
in the final. They're the
if you have to
back-to-back
stream on
champs.
Soup,
They're
that
going
would
to
imply that
three-peat.
you need an account
A
for
lot
it.
more of a surprise
Just like
for
how
the
you can't stream on
first
Twitch
ever
without a
event
Twitch account.
with two
You would
Brazilian
need a Soup
teams
account
attending
just to stream on
to
Soup.
see the Brazil final get ran back in Seoul, South Korea.
Would be absolutely insane. Of
That'd be
course,
so
MIBR
fire.
Could also be thinking that, well, Pearl easily could have been their map too, right? Leading 11-7 at one point, ended up getting knocked back. So the 2-0 is not real for MIBR, but after Corrode, a 2-1 very much could be on the cards.
It's a double duelist again. The desk highlighted a lot how strong MIBR are with this
Honestly,
competition.
Blancaza, I know I've talked about that so many times at different times of the year. This also has nothing to do with that because Soup Korea and Soup Global are basically two different entities. Like, yes, they have the same parent company, but SVL is run by Soup Korea. Also, SVL has much more reason to have exclusivity because, like, it's straight up supposed to be a marketing tool for their platform. It's not the official league.
Get cut down. All three players in that exchange fall.
Yeah, the
I mean, if you want to start a hate train for the, one of the most fun off-season tournaments because of what happened in SCA, like, go ahead. You do that, but I think that's misguided.
This has been so astute.
That doesn't mean you have to watch it. I think the platform still sucks in terms of just like the UI. The streams are good for Soup Korea, but
You talk of closing rounds, you look at clutches. And who else would it be but Noya?
The problem for Noya is there's no one really giving her an angle. Saw Lisa's shoulder.
you're just stating a fact. I mean, yes, but let's try to keep conversations relevant. That's usually the point of a chat, or at least something that's going on within chat.
3K wins this pistol.
The round just comes down to the A main fight. SRG have that trap play ready to go.
Just because we have a Brazilian team playing doesn't mean you have to start stating every single fact about Brazil. Although that could even be more relevant than talking about suddenly how Soup SEA messed up in Challengers.
I think the idea was the paranoia is a little bit deeper for the stragglers.
Yeah, thinking that people will be running back for the hinder.
And it was the
Are there any good Viper one-ways on this map?
You have that little gap and they perfectly get into it.
Yeah. There actually are. There actually is.
The pistol goes MIBR's way. Now, different on split, it's actually 4 rifles picked up from MIBR here. Remember, things got a little hairy in round 2 after winning the last
I mean,
pistol.
especially if you're going to tag my ID. Like, some of you guys have to realize that me reading your chat and interacting with you is not supposed to be you having a phone call with me. If you're going to tag me, it has to be for something relevant and like, or something urgent. Like, just tagging me just to get your chat read, especially if it's not relevant, is a very easy way for me to just not like your chats. And it's nothing against you as a person, but like, I'm here to do a job. I'm here to talk about the game. I'm here to provide entertainment and analysis, right? So you purposely drawing attention away from me to make it not relevant is just not, it's just not good. And I'm just taking this as an example because it's about time I talked about it, but there are a lot of you who have done that in the past. I think most of you have picked up on it, but just keep that in mind. That's right, I said the J word. What are you going to do about it?
That was the pistol anyways, running up from MIBR. And all 5 going to die to the spike.
Mission accomplished, die.
Hello, Plating.
Good work, good work.
If we see one, can I talk about my own personal favorite? Like, sure.
They get a free
Sure.
anti-eco. And now they keep their 4 rifles and we have a very
Dang. Ooh, all the signatures. Yeah, that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, there's a
Will you play Ion 2 today? We'll see. I don't. I'm actually. As I explained at the beginning, for those who were here, we had a family photo shoot today, so I'm a little bit drained out from that. So I don't know if I'll actually stick around for the whole match either. But if it doesn't go long and I'm still here, probably. But
both initiators here alongside Dodo.
wait, what's the C word?
Is Sarah. Actually, early knife from Sayuri.
What?
Alexis. Up in mid. And
How long do you think it's going to take? Uh-oh.
What?
Honestly, Bastarda's such a fun player to watch. When she goes ham, she goes, I mean.
Picked that up for 4 kills. Are you kidding?
What?
On for the ace with a stolen weapon.
And now those Brazilian fans
my
seated
gosh.
right behind MIBR egg her on for that final kill.
Shopify wanted to go for a re-clear play in mid. But they went a second too long on the timing, and it's MIBR instead, the tip of the spear.
What a round. So as I was saying, Bastarda's so fun to watch because she's just so... Like, when she starts going off, she's just in a flow state.
Could go explosive.
She's just in a flow state.
With it instead, realizing no reason
Do you think it'd be a bad idea for one of the mods to attempt to watch along? What do you mean by watch along? Like hopping on a call with me, or you just mean like your own watch alongs? Do you think the spike should give a kill for kill refund
Mel's now gonna run towards her. Is the ace still
skills or reduce CD for CD basically?
Started not chasing for it, so ace denied.
I'm not gonna.
Robbed away, but still
I know
a
what.
ridiculous round from
I know what you're doing here.
Yeah,
we're not
let's
gonna
just
humor
watch
that.
again.
We're not gonna humor. We're not gonna humor the stupidity in this question.
Contacting his face the whole time, and you see it's the exact same timing.
Do I think Kuroda has been figured out comp-wise? Relatively. I think everyone has the right idea of what they want to go for. I don't think there's a one end-all be-all. I was a big fan of NRG's comp when they first brought it out, the Waylay and then KO Sova. So like, I'm pretty big on that from the get-go. Obviously, it won as well, so it works out. So I'm pretty big on that comp, but I don't think that's like the only comp. I don't think that's the only answer.
Knife up for B main to spot any early stack, early aggression.
Oh, on Discord. Yeah. Honestly, we can try to arrange that. We can try to have it set up so you can try that if you want.
The pack mentality of Shopify on the ecos. This wall catches Dodo on a brutal timing.
I mean, hey, if you guys want to do more things as a community, like you don't. I mean, honestly, it doesn't have to be official. You can do it. But if you're asking, no void, if you want like the channels and such set up in a certain way, then let me know. But I mean, by all means, for sure. That's great.
They had 4 players in mid, ready for this exact situation.
And it's all fine as long as Mel doesn't get a kill with the sheriff. She does. She opens.
I'm so tired of solo Waylay. This is a map where I think solo Waylay's fine though. Like the thing about solo Waylay, it also depends on the initiators you have along with them.
Has caught her.
But this is a map where solo Waylay is okay because you can actually dash into cover so many different ways. You can also it also takes so many angles to actually get up there to get good control that I think using the dash early is not the end of the world. You could argue the same thing about Split, but I think Split there is a difference between the entryways into the actual site.
Odin that got survived through, used against her.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Sarah risking dying with the Odin means that MIBR are just going to carve you up with it in their hands.
Is MIBR just going to run through here?
I like that MIBR are taking a slower round on the eco, expecting
4-0.
the Viper wall. They hold for that.
4-0.
And then just go for a nice, simple A hit together.
By the books.
Yep. And I think that's what's so good about them when they play these.
They should let her dash through the circle window in A site. Honestly, I'm down.
A lot of like very crazy early
That's a
round
good
stuff.
idea.
If they're running an exec, sure, that'll
Riot,
be fast. But for the
hire
most part,
Miracu.
I think they tend to play like slower 4-1s and actually really like having that time to call back into the mid round, let their individual players work a little bit, and then actually going for these execs much later. They love getting that opportunity for both Bastarda and for SRN to do their damage in the mid round, and Bastarda a great chance.
Okay,
to do
Sarah
damage
is
with an
back
op
with another Odin.
after this one.
Op and Odin on the attacking side. The Odin, of course, continue to get carried over.
Take the fights up into mains. Especially because Shopify are playing without a sentinel.
I think Solo Waylay is fine, but I don't like how Shopify plays Solo Waylay.
Some angles onto B.
I think that's valid.
Can calmly clear forward to deal with that player.
I mean, this comp, I think NRG plays this comp the way I would want this comp to be played. Let's put it that way.
Drone over the top. I think that dart actually
But I
went
don't think
down
many
towards
teams
Soto. Could've
do.
been spotted. Now the fight on in. What's going on?
Team flash.
Yeah, Alexis had thrown that through the top. In case there were more players behind, it was necessary.
Luckily, both Waylays just rewind, and all's well that ends well.
When will people realize they're that's a question I was going to ask before Bastarda went crazy on that 4K round. I was going to say, how long do you think it's going to take for players to actually, like the average pro, to get as skilled as Brock on the
I
Odin?
think Bastardo was spotted too, so a knife thrown out by
Right?
Alexis,
It's not
and
just here at
Bastardo
Game
takes the
Changers.
shot.
So many players have
Boost up
started
over the
picking it
top
up
of
during
the
off-season
wall.
tournaments and such, and
now the gun
the
switch back
nuance just isn't there yet for most of them.
But a freeze for MIBR. They hold in mid. They wait for the re-aggression.
Not for long. Sayuri went back to throw a left kick flash over the top of site. There's actually a knife coming down. Bastarda now into the site. Alexis, what can you do to hold this down?
Spike down.
Creeping to left-hand
You know-
side.
Oh.
An assassin is Lisa.
Whoa.
Lights them up in mid, but there's still just 10 seconds left.
Well, I mean,
now on both
Alexis,
sides has
no,
to turn around and deal with everything. It will not be. Instead,
Lisa
5
with
rounds in a row for
3K?
MIBR.
Lisa is a beast. She comes out of nowhere in
Holy.
that round. Just sitting in mid, waiting for her opportunity. That was the
I
opening
mean,
for
Alexis
Bastarda
was
that
playing this so
brought
well.
them into this side, but you see Shopify is clearing down mid with 3, trying to push a flank
Oh.
on this retake, and Lisa decimates them.
That's not good. That's a timeout for sure. Lisa has been very good though. I was very impressed with Lisa this tournament. Didn't know what to expect, honestly, but Lisa's been playing very well, and I totally agree, Anders. People just use it as a Euro replacement.
7-0.
You know, I wonder how long it's going to take. The community not thinking this way is totally understandable because most of the community isn't actually taking the time to analyze the game properly or learn it.
This is a team
But
that it was a shocker to see them even
it just
lose
it
a series.
feels like
Even a map. Remember 2024, the last time
feels
these
like
played in a
we're
final
stuck in this.
in a BO5 at all was flawless. They
It
didn't drop a
feels
map
like
to
we're
lift that
stuck in
trophy.
this era where
And now to lose their first series in a Gamechangers Championship.
it feels they didn't know. It feels like we're stuck in this era where people
Getting knocked down
are
by the
only
Brazilian
thinking
number
about
1 team
combos.
now in a tied series,
They're only thinking about
mind you,
executes and combos and the micro of an agent.
against the Brazil number 2 squad.
Right? Like,
A team that they set down here.
like Vito,
13-1
Chamber, makes sense.
to then
So play
2-0
Vito like
to
Chamber,
start on
right?
this whole lower bracket run.
Yoru, KO, makes sense. You're the main flash. You've got good pop flashes. Play similarly. And it's like,
Same exact thing. Now
but
MIBR primed.
what's unfortunate is we're literally, I think, right at the prime moment where Valorant is evolving beyond that, like the game itself, with the patch, with the agents that are getting added. And we're getting to a point where it's more like a, what style are you playing, what kind of defaults are you playing,
The only chance
etc.
here really is Noya. And she's good for the first. Hold on a moment.
So I hope that grows more, because so many discussions are like, do you think this agent could work in this comp? And it's like, I mean, that again, your common Reddit thread is one thing. Jeez. But 10-0, holy. But even just otherwise, like even casters and such, I see the discussion of like, well, could this agent replace this? And it's like, can someone please kill Lisa? They look at 2 out of 3 agent util sets rather than holistic compositional synergies and how it comes to overall power budget. Yep. But it's like, I mean, listen, like I'm not as, let's say, theoretically well-versed and nerdy as you, Anders, but it's just, it just feels like we don't have enough TAC FPS people thinking about Valorant, if that makes sense. And of course, if I say that to the Valorant people, they'll be like, well, then you should just go back to CS, and it's like, it's not what I mean.
To buy some cover for Shopify, they've rotated in. MIBR have gone virtually nowhere. Alexis through the smoke sees nothing. Knife suppresses 4.
So they're stalled out, and with no cancel option, MIBR might just have to walk back in to the Lion's Den.
Because Shopify Rebellion have space gained in B.
I mean, MIBR is kind of stuck. And Noya knows this because Noya's pushed out of B main.
Have nowhere left to go.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still the matter of executing.
Shopify's gonna lose this round somehow. Oh, how far? Oh, how far they've fallen. The no trust. The no trust. No. They have to get through this. No. They. Oh my gosh. Woo. Honestly, it was a little concerning how out of control the spray was getting on Sarah's Odin. But
finally around for SR. And the stall utility, all of it for Shopify was very good in that round.
Yo, the Omen drawing on the left was crazy. The Omen drawing was crazy.
Before anyone had even made it out. But Alexis, that knife that
although as I was talking about this, I do wonder if that's is that a problem in League? Is that something that's also like a League versus Dota thing where I don't know how League metas are these days. I don't know if they're mostly still just like this combo, that combo. I mean, I know we're at a point where even the common esports viewer knows, like, if you're a poke comp, whether you're, you know, a scaling comp or whatever, but
that is where Lisa finds herself.
It might be a result of that.
You're
just thinking about combinations of agents.
Is she trapped, or is this exactly where she wants to be?
I mean, it's exactly where Noya normally wants to be. Uh-oh.
But the first shots are whiffy. So 1-for-1 is
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. We got a cast redeem. Ooh, Saradot, thank you. Thank you for the cast redeem. Korean cast. We'll do it next round. My bad. I got you on the next round.
Alexis has the ult for the retake. Flashes still to get back in.
Lisa calls Sayuri up. It's a forward flash. SRG are scared. And now
Fearless totally table flip. That's true. Although,
the round, a good flash coming on through. First player dealt with Sayuri. Slowed down too. And Melissa falls back-to-back rounds.
They're coming back in. They're coming back into the game. Good retake. Although I did see that the actual pick percentage still wasn't that great in Fearless, which I found interesting.
Realizing that MIBR is almost always playing clump. There's that opener.
They played this map earlier in the tourney and they both won more on attack, so this is kind of okay for them still. True.
By the time that they're actually rotating back into this A site, they've eliminated.
No, that hinder was crazy.
That MIBR could be in.
All right, here we go. Korean cast redeem from Twitch. Twitch point redeem. Thank you very much. Here's this next round, round 9 in Korean.
The wince I saw on her face after the whiff.
자, 9번째 라운드. 쇼피파이 레벨이 좀 살아나고 있습니다. 일단 멜 선수의 콜이 훨씬 좀 침착해졌고, 이게 한쪽에서 MIBR이 보이는 순간 재빠르게 다른 쪽을 잘 지워주고 있거든요. 자, 그렇게 두 라운드를 지낸 후에 이번에는 먼저 우선권을 미드에서 가져가면 어떻게 반응을 할지. 자, 이게 섬광 때문에 드론이 보지는 못했을 것 같거든요. 오퍼를 숨겨두는 데는 어느 정도 성공을 했을까요? 오, 상황 읽습니다. 자, 연막 불러서 자, 미드에 뭔가 있다? 우리가 그럼 같이 싸워보자. 지금 MIBR은 오히려 잘 됐다고 생각할 거예요. 왜냐면 지금까지 맵을 본인들이 장악을 못했기 때문에. 자, 오퍼 들었어요. SRN이 이걸 잡으러 가고 싶으면 이거 피해 방상 써야 될 것 같은데요. 자, 피해 방상. 오, 지금 성광까지. 근데 커버가 좋습니다. 알렉시스 1킬 도도넛. 그리고 도망가고요. 자, 메인까지. 메인은 저거는 기반입니다. 자, 자리. 알렉시스 근데 혼자 남았어요. 혼자 2명까지. 라운드 트리플 킬. 혼자 남은 거는 리사. 자, 근데 벌써 이번 전반전에 리사가 트리플 킬을 한 적이 2번이나 있습니다. 자, 이번 9번째 라운드에서 그 기적을 다시 보여줄 수 있을지. 첫 번째 관문은 도도넛의 오퍼. 과연 오! 아니, 와, 거의 피했거든요, 지금. 흡사 매트릭스. 자, 리사가 도도넛이 맞췄다는 확신을 가지고 킬을 가져갑니다.
That mid fight is very well executed, really by Alexis. The timing she's using.
That was a pretty fun round, honestly. That was a fun round to cast. The kind of back and forth in mid. Oof, that was rough.
She's out of utility when she's done her job for her team. She holds strong herself.
It's around the same because you almost always pick the same champs for games 1, 2, and 3, so the diversity doesn't really change. Right.
Alexis feeling good after a round like that. So
Do you think in Korean or English? Generally, well, actually, it depends on the context. Actually, a little bit back and forth.
I think a few rounds in a row now, the combination of teamwork and utility out of Alexis.
Although these days I think more commonly in Korean, but it kind of depends on what I'm thinking about.
Normally the Waylay is playing the close cross.
Like if I'm thinking about Valorant, I'm thinking about it in English.
To hold that space. When they're opping, Toto almost always is playing in towards mid.
But if I'm just thinking about
if you can push off that extremity, make sure
like
she's not opping
just
there,
day-to-day life things, like what should I eat or what do I have to do next, then I'm thinking of that generally in Korean. So most likely it's a result of like what language I'm usually using on that topic, and then that's just what I use in my head. Not wanting to put the language on a box, but every time I hear Korean, I'll always be reminded of the Korean PS5 animated meme. Korean PS5 animated meme? Wait, what is that?
Early drone right off the riff and a flash too. Sends Donut away. 4 players tagged up. And a Hunter's Fury from Sarah has a great line from mid. Nice shots. Take out one of those two duels.
What?
So MIBR stunted. They're getting pushed
MIBR they're starting to feel. Look, they're getting friggin' circled again.
That's their only way to win.
Shopify's figured it out. They figured it out.
Asked for a major task. Find the entry pathing, find the entry kills. Alexis in the corner.
Such a mind. I guess so.
But still that flank coming in quickly. Mel is about to activate. Onto the planter, Mel for 2 again.
Ooh.
And Sayuri has no
Good stick to the spray.
From Mel secures
well done. Well done.
Will not stop.
MIBR are going for uncomplicated rounds, trying to slam their executes, and Shopify have got it figured out.
Can't even comprehend thinking in different languages on a bi-topic basis.
Down these plays in main. Look at that Hunter's Fury from Sarah. Untested in
yeah,
mid.
I
Then
guess
even
so.
though Alexis dies here, gets that molly up. It further buys time for Mel. And with a stall utility to the fight, that's all good. The crux of it is that Shopify
What
is
else? What else do I
pushing
think
her
about
on the other side
default
and
in
enveloping
English?
MIBR, not giving them a cancel option.
Exactly. Whenever they get the information, instantly playing the macro off of what they learned. But MIBR have another buy.
Although, so when I'm thinking,
This time dodging away.
yeah, like if I'm theory crafting stuff in any game, it's usually in English. But that's probably because I play the game in English. But even if I know the Korean, like Valorant, it's in English. I've always done math in Korean though. Numbers have always been done in Korean. Except for currency. Currency's always done in English.
They can fast push around.
The difference is,
oh boy.
with that null command, no utility to stop the flood. Only Sarah Zoden for some chip damage. Noya repositioned Heaven.
The question for MIBR
okay, so MIBR's picked up the speed.
Elbow seems to be the answer.
They're gonna fight early. because they realize what Shopify's been doing, closing out on the flank and then going for a big burst.
Great paranoia. Push the elbow players out.
Here we go.
Okay, trade for trade actually isn't too bad for MIBR. Oh!
Getting way too
You had no information.
He was trying to combo with this fight, but now.
Oh
in a 1-on-2,
no.
Melissa. Suck in main, a Guardian.
Melissa will have
All she
Hunter's
has
Fury.
at her disposal.
Repositions. Oh.
Here's the cancel. Here's Dodo Nut. Knows where these players
Oh,
are. They have
man.
exactly
Oh,
the same
no.
information.
The hinder.
Taking her time to pull out the gun, the
Oh,
shorty, to deliver
when it didn't
another
kill in
blow
one
to
shot, I was
MIBR.
so worried. Oh my gosh.
Great retake from Shopify. That round they actually had to give up the site because of the no
Unless you don't
command.
mind me posting
But they
YouTube.
very
Oh,
quickly
I gotta
recognized
double check
MIBR's
this.
win conditions and have
For
answers
some
left.
reason people
The
can't
only way out
post
of
links
this
on.
round
You can,
is for
but
them to
nobody
hold
sees
on
it,
to either
so I
elbow
can't
or
see
mid
that.
control.
But maybe I'll have to
And
look it up.
Shopify had players ready in both. The counter paranoia from Mel. The operator holding the line in mid. As soon as
Do you
MIBR
dream in
try and
Korean or
break out,
English? Do you
Shopify
dream
is
of
holding.
Korean sheep?
And damn, if they
So
held
whenever
out,
I
5
try
rounds
counting
now,
sheep
won
to fall
in a
asleep, I do it
row.
in English.
From a half
But
Xrd
I
0-6
generally
down.
don't dream.
saw this yesterday
I
with
sleep pretty
Shopify on
deeply,
Pearl
so I usually don't
versus
remember my
TL that went
dreams.
up 6 rounds, only for TL to equalize. Now Shopify a chance to see the other side of that. If they can find success in this round, teleport up.
Okay.
Sees
Doesn't
both
want to
initiators
miss out on that.
on
Okay.
Shopify. Guides her team into
All
the
right.
site. Bastarda now locating 3. Lodges herself in. Already the spam from Sarah to try and connect.
Oh, and look at the adjustment.
3 players on site. MIBR can't fight forward.
Look at the
They
adjustment.
like
Wait, how far are we? Wait. Okay.
Again, can MIBR change
I
the
thought Melissa
outcome?
was gonna maybe go here, but doesn't want to do that. She has Hunter's Fury. But if you have Hunter's Fury, you don't want to push out here. You have Hunter's Fury. Whoa.
Bastarda is still alive against all odds.
Oh
Finally
no.
dealt with by the leader
Oh no.
in Mel. And now Ultimate's on the other side. Dodo not up. And
Didn't
over
spot?
around the
Oh.
top. A Hunter's Fury.
Oh,
on the back of
Lisa.
everything. It's madness.
While hindered?
But Melissa is so
But the
far
Hunter's
away
Fury
from
is
the
already
fight,
done.
out of the
She's
fight
too far.
entirely. The shock darts won't come in time. She doesn't have a chance to stop this defuse. She was way too far from it all. And Shopify
They
brought
had
all
the
way back
adjustment,
from
but they were
6-0
too
to
scared.
tie
And
it
if you're
at
gonna do that, you
It's
can't
just
push.
quid pro quo.
You can't
6
push
rounds
out.
one way, 6
You gotta
rounds
play
the
to
other.
stall.
When Shopify got the adjustment,
Oh,
they locked
man.
this down. These retakes, impeccable.
Are there
on
native Korean sheep?
in multiple rounds in a row. Look at Dodo
Good-
just
I
dancing on it with
have
the
no
movement.
idea. There are sheep in
Fight back
Korea,
in.
but
And from what looks so grim for the reigning champs, it has now become as close as
I mean,
could be.
that's a rough one. That's a rough one.
6-6 at the half. And before we get into the rest of play, Jen Lee is standing by
Oh,
with MIBR
boy.
superfan in the house.
Oh, is it Vibes Dude? Hey, it's Vibes Dude. Yo, I love this guy. Dude, I love this guy.
We tried doing the dance, but I don't think we're doing it right. So can you please teach us? I mean, this is your song. Yeah? Okay.
Try. Okay, try.
Okay.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Yes.
Okay.
1,
1,
2. 1, 2. Right? 2. Let's go. Let's go.
Jen is not a dancer.
Can we try?
Vamos lá. Vamos, Brasil. Vamos, vamos lá. Vamos ganhar todo mundo. Vamos.
Jen is not a dancer. Oh man.
What makes you a great dancer? Practice? What? What is your secret?
Just hungry.
Okay,
This guy's great. This guy's great.
Yeah.
This guy's great. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love him. That's amazing.
Everybody, let's go.
Oh, dude, you love the vibes. You love the vibes. That's so good. When Jen's out here doing a workout. Jen's out here playing freaking Wii boxing. That guy's great. He's got such good vibes. I love it. I love it. What an amazing fan.
Couldn't be beaten after the infinite answer and the
Oh man, I love how the caption said MIBR's lead dancer too.
less translation.
Chobra, my girlfriend really wants to go to Korea and specifically Jeju Island or whatever it's called. It is called Jeju Island. Is it worth the hype or should I take her to another place?
right. We're playing a really close 1-1 tied series.
Is it worth the hype?
Tied at the half 6-6.
I mean, it's pretty.
This, you go to the final. So
Jeju Island's pretty. I've only been once though, actually. Very short, so I don't know. But Jeju Island's nice. There's a lot of good. There's a lot of good food there too.
Is that just a
Dude, he's so good. He's so good.
Be doing the MIBR dance? Okay. Okay, we got to fight
Still
back.
repping Shopify while doing it, though.
Maybe it's like trying to steal it and make it Shopify's own.
Yeah, if it's your first time, like it's a nice island. Obviously, you want to go at the right time of the year, but yeah, the scenery is good. Scenery is good, and food is pretty good. Like lots of good places for hiking, taking walks, driving.
There's another Brazilian team.
That's true.
But you know, it's mostly that. It's just scenery.
Maybe they hate Liquid, but they love MIBR.
Are there other places to visit? I mean, obviously, like Seoul alone is filled. There's if you like different like history, like scenes and things like that. There's a lot of history still like preserved in Korea. You know, whether it's palaces, tombs, things like that. All very pretty. Like Korea's got a lot of like mountains and whatnot, so it all kind of works out. If you're looking for things to do, obviously Seoul, but like I would say Busan's actually nice, like visiting the fish market and stuff. Oh, that is a Zerg and a half. Holy. Dude, literally a Zergling rush. Oh my gosh, went all the way through the site, all the way up through heaven.
On their pistol rounds, on their eco rounds. They're just contacting into B circumvents that.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. That was a nice thing.
From Dodonut. So pistol round secured from Shopify.
But what do you
that play was really cool.
eat in Korea if not fermented vegetables?
Version of it somewhere. I can't remember if it was Shopify that had run this before.
Barbecue.
There we go.
If you don't, if anyone's a vegetarian or especially a vegan, it is tough to find food in Korea. It's much better now, but it's not a very common concept in Korea because like so much food is meat-based in Korea, so that is a warning. These days you can like you'll find stuff, but
so easy to take elbow.
But if you go to like rural areas, it's gonna be hard.
Going for that as an anti-eco idea to see if there's
what do you? There's a lot of good food. You got barbecue. You've got like different traditional Korean dishes, right? Korean pancakes, the raw crab thing, gaejang. Yep, that's like crab soaked in sauce. Not really fermented, but not really pickled, but I guess salted, kind of. Raw crab salted, soaked in the sauce. Like that's good.
Just start walking and taking fights.
Yeah, Melissa's trying to mess with them. You saw she darted.
There's a lot of different fish. Like grilled fish is pretty big in Korea as well. We're a peninsula.
Guys. Oh, they might be coming B.
They may just be doing
dakgalbi is a big favorite among people who visit. Dakgalbi is like stir-fried spicy chicken and vegetables, and then a lot of times you add cheese on it.
Back all of Shopify right now.
It shows you've never fished.
Get Potter up here. She'll tell me exactly how that works.
Oh boy, the big.
Oh, that's one. Ooh, lazy clear though. Lazy clear.
Absolutely no help.
There you go. Oh, saw the drop.
Again to the Valor plant after this. As this anti-eco is quickly unless it gets one on the other side. But Shopify have now strung 8 rounds in a row together.
You may not have
There's also beach and small hills to walk. There. Oh, right.
A bigger fish.
That's what we learned. The analogy.
It's tough in most parts of the world to get vegetarian food.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, I guess so.
Caught off in the open, no one really holding, and then Shopify does well to dismantle.
Love watching your streams when you talk about Korea. Definitely need to go back. Thank you. I hope so. Hope you get another opportunity to come back soon. It's a great place to visit.
Against Shopify's bonus, you have to break the momentum here.
I tried gochujang once. That's the hot pepper paste. I think I'd rather die than smell that again. Wait, what? Wait, because you didn't like the smell or because of the spicy smell that's added to it? Oof.
This map state is uncomfortable. SRN.
She's not going to stop walking, by the way. Noya has got this gun, has posted up as well towards A, and now the team will slowly call back into her.
But this is how MIBR always play. Down a player, step on
Is that
board,
her?
and it works somehow.
The disrespect.
A critical miss out of Mel.
Double wraparound. There's no senti.
Pinched into A.
Backside is SRN.
The problem is backside. The problem is 2 players coming in from mid as well. SRG have to divide their attention to deal with MIBR. Noya out in the open and takes down SRN. Bouncing back from a tough first half, but Melissa still holding it down.
what?
Melissa for 4.
What is that?
Shuts down this
The
momentum.
reset on the
Hell of a way to
transfer?
reinvigorate the team.
Oh my.
And the first kill she gets is so unlikely. It looked like she was looking the wrong way initially. Here's that kill we missed. A double ping from Noya. But yeah, full 180. Melissa destroys Mel.
Oh my gosh.
And then flooding back on in. Great reset. Transfer on the spray. It's just beautiful.
I wonder, IKEA Builder, I wonder if it was Twenzang and not Kutzejang. But it might have been, if it was like if it was one that was like at a restaurant, it might have just had too much sesame oil in it, which I know people that aren't used to Korean food, like still sometimes the smell of sesame oil is like really jarring, and a lot of people don't like it initially. Which would be a bit of a problem because it's such a big part of the Korean diet.
Lisa still taking this fight as Dodo comes into the site. Now Hunter's Fury forces Dodo away.
All right.
But the tracking on Alexis will take down the KO. Still, MIBR not in a position to retake unless Lisa
spotted.
can secure a shot. As a res comes
Okay. Oh, the TP. Oh man.
Steals away that deep space.
And Sayori now smoked off. She has 2 teammates coming in from mid, but it's so tough to get into this site anywhere.
SRN Melissa shoulder to shoulder. Inch back
Hello.
forward. And the movement from Melissa. She picks up right where she
Melissa's
left off.
locked in.
Another kill for SRN.
Never mind.
Now pinched back by Noya.
She was locked in.
SRG will take their 9th.
I bought it
And
myself.
the 4-1 there. Early pushing through A
Okay,
main,
that one
ready to
still might have
fast
had,
forward.
it might have been
Fine to
too
retake
heavy on
lead.
the sesame oil,
But
maybe.
the critical moment for Shopify is Mel's teleporting to heaven here. As her teammates are pressuring the other side, she pops up behind.
Saw a video of Korean
That's
people
the
eating
key
food
to
on
winning
YouTube. Does
B
Korea
both
not
times.
like anything
Once you have
live
a
citrus
crossfire
related?
in elbow and you stop anyone from
No,
flooding
but it's not
CT,
common in
retaking
foods.
is
Like people
nigh
like the
impossible.
fruits that are like citrus fruit.
That was after Shopify had
But
no
lime,
map
lemon, other
control
citrus
either.
type
They
flavors
had
are
to
not,
get it done.
they're not original to Korea, and they're not
Fake
very
B-main start
common in
for
the actual
Shopify
foods.
With the teleport and the KO flash, but instead they're going to re-clear mid, try and punish Bastarda, who's been walking here.
Vivaldi's 4 Seasons plays whenever someone jumps at the end. That's crazy. Oh, it's good though. I get it. I get it. Oh, NT. So low though.
In B main,
Well,
Mel is just
Lisa's
taking down
dead.
Lisa, so that door opens up and Shopify call back towards it.
MIBR rotating the wrong direction, but Shopify going to wait for all 5 players before they make a go at things over on the B site. And this has given MIBR a chance to stack on in. Melissa is still the key player to watch with the Guardian in hand.
And she's had a few key rounds, but a great knife. That should slow it a moment.
This time the approach will be from elbow. Melissa, 1 kill, but that's not enough. 3 for Melissa. Cleans things up here on the half buy from MIBR.
Yeah, it's just the anti-half buy, but Mel has been having a couple rounds. You know, we talk a lot about how long-standing this duo is, but this tournament,
Mel and Alexis.
yeah, really marks a milestone
Uh-oh.
for those two. First matches they played together all the way back on Magical.
I mean, you'd go for whatever you can get here.
Precursor tournament to Gamechangers. The For the Woman Summer Showdown. That was during the Ignition series.
Ooh.
It's been 5 years since then. 5 years of excellence in North America.
I mean,
And Mel, she's the one to
NT.
close out.
Good wide swing.
Ever since that tournament, they have never not played together, Mel and Alexis. Every single team, from Magical to Cloud9 White.
If I can manage to get a job as a 3D modeler in Korea for any game dev company, my life is complete. Right on. Right
now
on,
winning
King.
back-to-back Gamechangers Championship.
Good goal.
And trying to do it again here in Seoul.
Do you also follow the DRS schemes currently happening, or are they unimportant? I wouldn't say that they're that important. I mean, off-season, you always take with a grain of salt no matter what. I wouldn't say because those are like best of ones, right? It seems like that's more, once again, more like a festival and like fan interaction type event than, you know, serious tournament.
Yeah.
Of course.
That was the big disappointment. That team disintegrated after. Only Mel and Alexis stayed together.
Would I get street cred in Korea if I know how to say hello and
Ironically, that was the
no,
year that Shopify.
You would not.
These Shopify players. The old Shopify.
Festival is in the name. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
Shopify's been
true.
in every Gamechangers
That's true,
Championship lineup, just
QX.
with
Yeah.
a completely different core in the first year.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell me about the Mel Alexis duo being like the heart and soul of this team, and then also
Literally called China Esports Festival Super Champions.
Yeah, KP, that
very
was the
true,
same
very
team,
true.
right, guys? Not quite.
Yeah, now KP's over on the playtest team and helping nerf some of Alexis's favorite agents, getting her revenge. Of course, Shopify Rebellion.
That's a crazy narrative.
They've been living good.
This is a big round, though. MIBR just took a timeout. They've been trailing ever since they started this game 6-0. And remember the stakes. They go into maps where it's not the double duelists that are good for Shopify. They really want to win here on Corrode.
Pop flash. Ooh, love it in conjunction with the Viper wall. It's a gig of full send though. Where's the clear on site? Hello. Okay, there's the trade from Dodona. They know Lisa's here.
Swing all those players. Dodona in the front, and she never even goes down. Mel as well.
Dang.
For 2 more kills, and in the blink of an eye, this moment that meant so much is ripped away from MIBR.
Yeah, Mel is destroying right now. It's not just the kills she gets, but that information.
Is it a bad word or is it more like the F-bomb?
Charges straight on in, dies forward, and then maybe
It's a,
MIBR.
I mean, it's not a slur. It's a bad. In my head, it's worse than the F-bomb, but I guess the F-bomb has been so diluted that maybe the origin is just as bad.
And it is also that level of play that has been the staple of Shopify. It has been that togetherness. It has been that level of cohesion that has allowed Shopify to dominate the scene for as long as they have.
Mel's going to go on the hunt, try and see if she can find the other IGL. She's just saving onto her rifle outside B.
11-7.
And this is where you really have to look deep for MIBR. You had such a great map 2 on split. 13-6 there. Here on map 2 as well. Started so strong.
Oh, boy.
This is now where the pressure starts to mount.
Come on,
You have
MIBR.
to turn back.
Get it together. Get back in the game.
Find what to change. Find it in yourselves.
I think technically it's the same as the F-bomb, but I feel like people in Korea don't use bad words that often.
You really feel like the deeper
I mean,
the more
yeah,
maps you play, the more it starts to favor
I mean,
Shopify.
obviously, like for instance, like teenagers use it all the time, though, right? So in that sense, it's very similar to the F-bomb. To me, it's a bit worse, but yeah, maybe it might just be culturally it's less accepted. Like, you know, like people, for instance, ooh, Total Nut mad.
Will fall as well. These 2 last players pushed back under the cover of a smoke.
So I guess the best way to put it is like, let's say you're interviewing a player or a celebrity, and they slip on the F-bomb, right? It's like, whoops, but you know, on like live television, right? It's like, whoops, but you kind of laugh it off, right? If someone said, you know, that Korean word live on television, like, and it slipped away, like, because it wasn't an edit and you couldn't like bleep it out for the humor of it. I mean, people would these days they'd be like, "Whoa, ha ha ha!" But it would be like a lot more negative than slipping on an F-bomb. I think.
Ultimate pulled by Dodo just to guarantee the round. No, there's 2 more for the next round. Shopify doing everything they can to make sure this round is
Whoa,
unlosable.
my!
And that it is.
Sometimes you just never know with the MIBR players.
Time remaining on the clock, and Mel
They're so
pinching
sharp.
back from the other corner will put Shopify onto map point.
One away from sending this series to Abyss.
I thought it's like what you say if you hit your toe. Well, it is for some people. It is for some people.
Because these last 2 rounds, they have just been getting
So in that
snuffed
sense,
out.
like when it is used casually, it's similar to the F-bomb.
Shopify's been a step
Yes.
ahead.
But also, if a foreigner showed up to, you know, America and just walked around the streets saying the F-bomb, I don't think people would be very impressed.
That has solved problems for MIBR in the past. This round, that up in B main, and now Mel down.
She's been such a problem. But there's still a reaction to push back towards A. There's a crossfire here.
How did we go from 0-6 to this? Well, I mean, Shopify started to use the map really well on their defense. And then on attack, MIBR just hasn't been able to figure it out.
But still, there's no room left for error.
And you know what the problem is MIBR could have benefited a lot from the same thing that Shopify was doing.
Near full
Right?
utility behind them. The contact from Dodo. Needs to get that shot, and she does. It's slow from Sayuri, and now the dive over onto the other side, just trying to bully Sayuri. She's flashing.
Oh
herself.
no.
Sarah jumps out of the smoke.
Oh
It's a
no.
huge advantage, only answered back in turn by Melissa.
Oh no, that is
That's
tragic.
Hunter's Fury.
Melissa's been so good this game. Despite
Oh
the struggles for
man.
MIBR. Now with Bastarda alongside her, the hero of the previous map.
Yep, she definitely tried to send it right over, but she didn't want to send it too far.
Now, spotting the Odin, turning back without a teleport to go away. She can't go for the kill. Needs to get on the spike. Needs to fight on in. And now a Hunter's Fury out from Sarah. It is Bastarda versus the world. One kill. Back onto the spike.
Oh, the half.
Needs another.
Oh,
Not again.
time.
How much can she do? Bastarda is the best.
Oh, no time.
there is. But will
No
there be
time.
She's trying to
No
go
time.
for Bastarda. Do you have it? No. 4 kills was not enough. Shopify Rebellion. One more map for the
Oh
rematch.
man. That hurts. Rough.
Crushing disappointment for Bastarda.
Rough.
To fail at her clutch. It is a dominant
Dang.
map 3. We head to Abyss after this.
Another flash. This time coming around the other side. Alexis. to equalize.
Damn.
Alexis.
That's tough.
To fight her way out. Gets 3. Onto
That's
the
tough.
round.
That's tough. Oh man. All right, give me 1 second.
Red Bull gives you wings.
He like to hear it a crack. Saying for me, he gon' fight. He's catching a fake. Giving, but he never takes. Where you at? I can't take you in your sim. I think that he's an imposter. I'm thinking about jumping ship.
Thought it was a BO3. Obviously, there's still a chance for MBR. There still is, and they bounced back after map 1, so it's still doable. But chat, honestly, I am so out of it. So I think I'm gonna have to hop off. Man, the family photo shoot did a number on me. It is first to 3. It is first to 3. But I think I'm gonna have to hop off, chat. The match is fun though, so you guys should keep watching it. You guys should keep watching it. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably have it on the side. I'm just drained. I'm just drained, chat. So, where do you watch? Here, I'll send you guys over to someone else who's watching. Where should we send you over to? Who do we got this time? You know what? TMV's watching. Let's send you over to TMV. Send you over to TMV. We've done Yinsu recently. We did Sliggy not long ago. So we'll send you guys over to TMV. Average American. Actually, that's true. We weren't even celebrating Thanksgiving out here, but that's true. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the new memberships we got on YouTube today. Thank you for the support in chat as well. Today was a good stream. Sorry I couldn't stick around, but we'll be back tomorrow for the grand finals. I promise. No matter what, we'll watch the full grand finals tomorrow. So thank you very much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.